advantage for Spurs. It's to be fouled! Oh, save! That's going to have a crack. He is, you know. Oh, I say! Messi. Oh, brilliant skill from Lionel Messi. Surging forward with real menace here. Brilliant from Messi. Oh, what a goal that is!
Yes, good afternoon. Well, it will be a good afternoon, but before we get going, we must say in the last hour, there's been some really, really sad news that former Tottenham, England, Barcelona, QPR manager, Chelsea player, Spurs player, QPR player, Terry Venables has passed away at the age of 80. Obviously, very, very sad times. Thoughts go out to his family. But a Tottenham legend, could we say that? Can we say he was a Tottenham legend?
Definitely.
So, before we do anything, we must acknowledge that. So, RIP to Terry Venables. Of course, the last manager to win Spurs the FA Cup. Played a good brand of football, brought players to the club like Paul Gascoigne. So look, we had some good times under Terry Venables. He's been out of the public eye now for some time, but RIP to Terry Venables at the age of 80, and only fitting that Spurs are playing today. Hopefully can put in a performance that can honour his memory. So big up, RIP to Terry Venables. We'll talk a bit more about him later on in the show. Perchy, happy Sunday. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. Thank you very much. Very good. I'm a bit nervous about today, but listen, do you know what? It is what it is. I think we've got to take it on the chin. We knew what we were getting in for, and let's hope we can get a good result today.
Yeah, absolutely. Listen, I woke up with a feeling of could we get something? And we'll be talking about it. We've got just over an hour until kickoff. We'll talk about it. The team news should be out in the next 5 minutes or so.
We'll do the magic when they come out.
Yes. So, first of all, welcome. Big ups to absolutely everybody in the chat. Welcome to today. We've got a lot of content for anybody who's around today. We've got a lot of content. We've got the Watchalong, followed by the instant match reaction show. And then at 7:30 p.m. tonight, we've got the Spurs review. And as always, Percy, these things are dictated by the result. Spurs win. We're all happy. Spurs lose, the inquests begin, and the infighting and all of the different debates happen. So talk to me though, mate. 4 minutes till team news. Without seeing the team yet, what are you hoping for? Everyone in the chat, let us know. What are you hoping to see in the team news? And the last thing I'll say to you, Perch, is there are rumours circling around, tier 1s, tier 2s, all this kind of stuff, that Eric Dyer will not be in the 11. Now, I don't know, and we'll know in 4 minutes. What are you thinking about the team for today? What do you want to see?
Listen, I think I've made my point clear on this. I just want to see a bit of a change. Change it up, shuffle the deck. Listen, I've always stood by my feelings with the whole thing this season with, do you know what? Win, lose or draw this season, we've got to find the best squad and the best players in it. And listen, if that means the likes of Kulusevski plays as a 10, for example, or if Lo Celso comes in, or you go and give an Ashley Phillips an opportunity, or an Alfie Dorrington, or do you know what I mean? You shuffle the deck a little bit. Listen, we knew at the start of the season this was going to be a long-term thing. And we know we've been hit with injuries and suspensions.
Yeah.
This is really those opportunities to give it a go, right? These are the real opportunities to give it a go. So I just don't want to see the same. And the news is that Eric Dyer is not going to be in the 11. Listen, that's good news. But listen, it's not just that. It's the whole thing, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, do you know what? I almost feel like win, lose or draw, I almost feel like it would give a bit of a buzz around the fan base if you did see a Dorrington or a Donnelly. Do you know what I mean? I feel like it, for me, certainly, it would make me sit there and think, yeah, look, we're looking to the future. We're trying something different. Then if you lose, you turn around and go, okay, cool. Well, we lost loads of injuries. That's fine. but what an experience for Dorrington. What an experience for Donnelly. Now, I'm not expecting to see either of those things today. I just think that could really be a bit of a kind of crowd pleaser, so to speak. I really do think that it could be, but we're going to find out in like 90 seconds.
Yeah, literally. What I would say as well, obviously, yeah, you're right. 90 seconds, we'll find out the team news, and then we can actually have a real debunk of it. I think if I was Spurs, I'd look yesterday and look at St James's Park. Yes. That would be where I would look at. I would look at it yesterday and go, do you know what? They put in a young lad in midfield. And by the way, he had an outstanding game yesterday. So I watched the game on Around the Grounds, the one that you cut halfway through. Sorry, I had to throw that one in. But on a serious point, though, look at him. He came in, and I'll tell you what, he was brilliant in midfield. And they had to bring in young lads. They had to bring in young lads off the bench. Because they have no squad. They've had 3 goalkeepers on the bench. I mean, it said it all, right? So, listen, what's the harm in giving it a try?
Yeah, absolutely. Look, I'd like to see it. I agree with you, though. Look, as I said, we don't know what he's going to do. I would like to see the midfield 3 incorporate someone attacking. I don't mean just putting Bentancur in there. I mean, I would love to see it with look, I'm not his biggest fan, a Lo Celso, a Coglou, a Donnelly, a Santiago. Just something where you think, all right, we've got a bit of intent here to attack. I can almost, when I take a step back, obviously emotions in the moment is fine, but when I take a step back, you can almost think, okay, I understand a little bit what he did with that midfield 3 against Wolves, but we're at home. We're at home against a team that aren't the best away. I'm not saying they're dreadful away. I think some people are really overplaying that. But we've got to set our stall out right to go at them. I think that's got to be an important part of today's plan, isn't it?
No, I agree. I think that we've got to show intent in the way that we play, and we've got to show ambition that we're not going to play the same players that let us down. Listen, one thing I always hear, and I always say is about it, the manager, I hear a lot of this, that the manager won't play these players again. Now, this is the moment where I want to see him go, do you know what? I've tried it. And the team news is out. And before you read it out, I will put it up on screen for you all because I'm a lovely human being. So if you speak for 5 seconds, my friend, I will get this up.
See, wow.
No, don't spoil it.
I'm not going to. Wow. Okay, it's an interesting one. It's an interesting one for anyone that's not seen the team.
Here we go.
Wow. So what we've got a back 4 then of Pedro Porro, right back, Adogi left back, Royal and Davis at centre half.
What has happened? This team is amazing.
And then
basically,
so we've got Bentancur, Lo Celso as a 2, with Coglou, I'm guessing as the furthest forward of the 3.
Yeah.
With Brian Hill left, Johnson right, Son through the middle.
No, it's the other way round. It's Brian Hill on the right, Johnson on the left. If you work it out the way they've set it up.
But that would make no sense. Why would Brennan Johnson not be in his natural position?
Brennan Johnson's playing on the left. If this graphic is to tell it right, so let's break it down. We're basically playing 4 fullbacks in our back 4. That's incredible.
Yeah.
We've then got not what I would in air quotes put a defensive midfielder, a natural defensive midfielder in midfield in the likes of Bentancur, Lo Celso and Kulusevski. And then he's gone a left-sided player out on the right in Brian Hill, Son down the middle, and a right-footed player down on the left-hand side in Brennan Johnson. And then a substitute bench of 2 goalkeepers in Forster and Austin, Dorrington, Dyer, Skip, Højbjerg, Donnelly and Valise.
Well, let's listen. We've got 58 minutes to dissect this. Let's start with what is brilliant. Vicario, no more needs to be said, right?
Yep.
We're happy with that. Okay, now let's look at the back 4. Adogi and Porro are his 2 fullbacks. So we know we knew that if fit, that was going to be what happens. So let's discuss, Perchy, and everybody in the chat. We'll get to the midfield and the forwards in a minute. Let's start with the back line. Dyer has been dropped.
Yeah.
That's surely got to tell him now that, hang on, mate, you're not in front of Royale, Davis, Van der Ven, and and Romero. Is playing Emerson Royal in there better than Eric Dyer? There's the question. Is that a better option in your opinion?
I don't know. I mean, the simple answer is this is unmarked territory. We haven't really seen this guy in enough games to go, okay, we're going to play in a back four as a centre half. Like, I think I just find it.
It's going to be a long game. It's going to be a long game.
What I will say was what I said 2 minutes ago. Fair play to the manager. Massive credit to the manager, because do you know what? What did I say a moment ago? If he plays the same back four again, and then you go, do you know what? This guy is doing exactly what other manager has said. For me, massive shout out to the manager, because the manager has gambled here. Listen, as I said, he shuffled the deck here and gone, do you know what? Let's try something a bit different. Listen, this is one of those situations where you go, do you know what? If we win today, the manager takes all the plaudits. If you lose, you guys, do you know what? We never expected to win today anyway with the injuries and the suspension. So it's the old adage free hit card, right? This is a free hit. He's gambled with the selection. Before we carry on, mate, do you want to have a look at the Villa team? I've got the Villa team.
Yeah. I was just reading it, and theirs is interesting actually.
It's up on screen for you.
There you go. Okay, so you've got this. Looks very much to me that they've gone to a wing back formation here.
Yeah, back five.
Diego Carlos and Pau Torres in a free. Digne and Cash as the wing backs. I'll be honest, that is what I would do against Spurs. I would exploit Spurs down the wings. A midfield three, I think it's the midfield three that we all thought it was going to be. Kamara, Douglas Luiz and John McGinn. And then the worry for me in all of this is it's that front two. It's going to be Diaby and Watkins up against our back four with their pace, with their movement. However, on a positive note, I'm fucking up a bit positive today. On a positive note, if you can stop that supply, now it's a big if because it's easier said than done.
Yeah, of
if
course.
you can stop that supply and those runs into the channel of Diaby and Ollie Watkins, then you do have a big chance of beating Villa. But what they've got in this team now is Digne and Cash are going to be providing all the width. Both very good going forward. It's going to be, I'm really intrigued. This is a really intriguing setup and fair play. We said literally 5 minutes ago, put Kulu in the middle or something. You know, other people in WhatsApp groups are saying maybe he's gone Kulu left, Hill right, and a 4-4-2 with Brennan Johnson and Son. So this is going to be really exciting to see what we do.
Listen, I think this is the key bit for me. As I said to you, massive respect to the manager. Because as I said to you, I said for literally when we started, if he doesn't change it up, then you've got to criticise, because everyone told me this manager won't do it again. Now we've seen the likes of Dyer and all this lot. So he's changed it. So respect to the manager for that. So you've got to give it credence where it's due. Can we win? Yeah, I don't see why not now. Do you know what? I'm in the same mode. I woke up going, do you know what? I think we could probably nick this. It could all change after 90 minutes, but at least what we've done here, we've given us a little bit of an option with some attacking threat. Look at the attacking players we've got in that team now. Lo Celso, Kulusevski, Brian Hill, Son down the middle, Brennan Johnson. So 5 of the 11 are what you would class as attacking players. So I like that he's experimented here. Do you know what? This is one of them ones for me now. I look at this and go, all right, we knew the issues at the back. Yeah. Right? We knew the issues at the back. So at this stage, there's nothing we can do. We can have the conversation all day long about should we have bought another centre half, all of that, but we can't change that right now. I do like that he has changed it though. I do like that win, lose or draw. Again, I'll say this right now, so you can hold me to this at the end of the game if we lose or whatever. I like the fact that we've tried something different. Yeah. I like the fact that he's got, okay, Brian Hill, show me what you've got. Show me what you can do, right? Show me what you've got. All right, Lo Celso, you've waited for a start. Come on then, let's see what all the fuss is about. Let's see what you're going to do. So I like that. I don't think we can get away from how bad we're going to be at the back. I don't think. Yeah. I don't think there's a way we can all sit here and go, oh, we're brilliant at the back. We're not. But
it looks like we're going to try and attack. And for me, I think the best way to win this game is we've really got to find what we can do going forward rather than sitting back and worrying about them, because I think they're going to score. I think they've got goals.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I think both teams will score, by the way. This is one of those.
I agree.
If you've got a bet on today, your bet's got to be both teams to score. I don't know who's going to win, but both teams to score, for me, has banker written all over it. But yeah.
Yeah. I mean, let's talk about this. I mean, Emerson Royale going in at centre half. This is going to be an interesting one because he is a fullback.
I think Bill's got a point here. I think Emerson Royale, yes, he's not. I think he's a bit questionable defensively, a lot of it. But he's got a point here. He's got a bit more pace than the likes of an Eric Dyer, right?
Sure,
a bit more pace than Eric Dyer. So I think you've got a really good point in that, and I think that's really where we're going to need. And I think that's really where we struggled against Wolves. Defensively, pace-wise, Eric Dyer was nowhere to be seen. So hopefully you've got enough. And yeah, Bentancur had 86 minutes against Bolivia. So that exactly is a good point.
Listen, by the way, GBC fan, if Villa, if I'm wrong and Villa have gone to a 4-4-2, sorry, it's just the way I looked at it straight away with the free centre backs. So possibly then moving
Konza right back.
Right.
Konza right back, and then Digne left back. But what that allows them to do, if that's what they've done, is they can transition that. If they go, do you know what, we can merge now to a back five if we need to, tuck players in, put Cash at right back, or going forward they can play a bit further forward. So listen, I think you've got a point. It could go either way for the way Villa are set up.
Yeah, listen. I mean, somebody in the chat just said it's going to be a basketball game, and I kind of agree. Like, I feel like this is a game. Look, when we talk a lot about the Premier League and the pace and the excitement, I look at these two lineups and go, like
ding dong of a game, isn't it?
Now, I hope I'm not jinxing it, and we're now going to see a 0-0 defences on top. But look, Villa will fancy themselves playing against with the number of injuries we've got, but Villa probably wouldn't have prepared for this lineup. I don't know about you. I can't imagine that they would have foreseen this lineup.
No, I agree. I think they would have probably expected Højbjerg, Bentancur, Lo Celso as a three-man midfield. They would no way have considered that it was that back four. No chance. No chance they'd have expected that back four. I think they would have expected Eric Dyer to be in there. And that front three, Listen, I'll be intrigued. Listen, I'm excited. Do you know what? I'm actually really excited for this because do you know what? I think it's exactly what I asked it not to be. I didn't want it to be the same because it's that old analogy, isn't it? Same players, same result. You're going to get the same. You're going to get the same, and you're against a better team. Listen, at least with this now, we can go, do you know what? Even if we do lose, I go, do you know what? We've given it a gamble. What I do want to see, and this is the only slight bit of what I want to see, if it doesn't work early on, I want to see the manager change it up again. If the first half an hour we come in and Villa are just peppering us and it's still we're still within the game, I do.
Well, here's my question to you then. Here's my question to you because, I mean, lots of people are saying, I love it. The manager's brave and, it's what we want to see. I agree to a degree. I also agree with what you've just said there, that that's all well and good. But, and I'm not saying this will happen, by the way, these are hypotheticals.
Yeah.
If Villa went 2-0 up in 10 minutes because of a high line, I would want to see that the manager reacts to that and adapts. That's for me, rather than, because it's so funny. Like when we look at the kind of high line scandal against Chelsea, if you want to call it that, it's so funny, isn't it? Because loads of Spurs fans say it was brave and it was great, and if it comes off, it's brilliant. Fans of other clubs are going, yeah, but it's stupidity. Like, so there's, when it's your manager, there's that kind of, oh, but we liked it, was brave. I get it. I like what he's done here on paper. I'm really intrigued to see how this manifests itself on the pitch. Is it going to be 4-3-3? Will we maybe look to go more of a two up top with Brennan Johnson and Son? Will, do you know what I mean? Are we going to, does Johnson go through the middle and Son? I don't know. All of these different permutations. Does Brian Hill play in the middle three?
Maybe. Listen,
Do you know what I mean? I don't know.
What I think this could be. I think the key here is all about Kulu and Lo Celso in that middle now. Them two have got to figure out where they're going to play, because I would say neither of them are more of a defensive or deeper midfielder than expected, right? For me, those two are much more creative players. Now, who's going to be the one that sits a little further back and does a bit of the sort of dog work with Bentancur next to him? Here, this is it. Like, me and you have been massive critics of Kulusevski this season. He's in a different position now. Listen,
is he though? Is he definitely?
From I'm basing it on what we've just seen on the team news, right? I'm just basing it on that. In hypotheticals, let's just say that's how we're going to line up him playing as a number 10 for this conversation, right? For me, listen, I think he's probably a better suited player there. He'll be less predictable, but he's going to have to be the James Maddison today, from what I think.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, look, let's just go to this. This is very interesting. A few people have mentioned this now. Big up to Joseph Tyler. In regards to, it's good that we've seen the midfield of Lo Celso with Bentancur starting his first game for Spurs for nearly a year now, just under a year, and Kulu, if it's going to be Kulu. Have we left a little bit short in terms of the protection? And are you expecting that the furthest player back to be Bentancur or Lo Celso? This is going to be interesting, right? Because none of them by trade are you kind of sit back and hold.
Your number sixes, right? There's none of the real number six. I think Bentancur will be the deeper one out of the three that are playing, the 2, 3, whatever you want to call it, right? I think Bentancur will be the deeper one. Listen, do you know what? I'm going to go against it. I don't think he should have started Højbjerg. I think this is a massive telling point that the manager doesn't fancy Højbjerg or Eric Dyer. The fact
or Ollie Skip.
Or Ollie Skip, right? Yeah, you're right.
Skip.
The fact is the manager must not rate these players, because you would have thought you'd have gone Bentancur and then one of those three next to him. But the fact is he's gone Lo Celso and then Kulusevski. Tells me that he's happy to change a wide man in down the middle. As I said, we're just basing on what we've seen, right? And the fact is the likes of Brian Hill's come in. He's now getting an opportunity. And the fact, as I said, that Højbjerg, he must have looked at that midfield and gone, didn't work. Is Sarr injured as well?
I think Papa Sarr said yesterday, didn't he?
Yes,
Sarr was injured.
He came back injured from Senegal, didn't he? Yeah, apologies. Yeah, that's why he makes sense. But listen, do you know what? This it's refreshing. The one thing I'll say is it's refreshing to see that we've given a few players a go. I think the Emerson Davis at the back, listen, it could go well. One thing I will say about Ben Davis, I thought he was the best player for us against Wolves. So I think he had every right to start. If he'd have been dropped, I'd have been like, whoa. He was brilliant against Wolves. So listen, I think, listen, why not?
Here's the question. So I agree. I thought Ben Davis was the best of our back line. Yeah. In some aspects of the game. Like I think what you know what you're going to get from a Ben Davis. Last ditch tackles, throw your body on the line. Recovery, yes. But in terms of anything that goes behind him, that's not his game. That's not his fault. It's just not his game. My question to you and to everyone in the chat, big up for all your comments. We're trying to bring as many up on the screen as possible. As always, as you're coming into the stream, just do us a favor, just smash that like button so that it goes around the internet for us. That would be really appreciated. How high does that line go today? You've got no natural DM to protect it, and you've got no natural centre-back to play it. In your opinion, do you think he does the normal high line that you would see from Tottenham at home, i.e. what we did in the first half against Chelsea, because the second half's an anomaly? Or do you think he might say, just drop 5 to 10 yards? What do you think he's going to
do? Listen, let's go use history to say probably won't. But listen, I think he'll play high line needed against Wolves, but not high line needed against Chelsea. Does that make sense? It'll be somewhere in the middle. I think Wolves. You could tell the manager was pissed off against Wolves, that the players seemingly didn't follow the instructions of the manager. there was a lot of stuff that the manager was shouting. I did watch it back. They weren't happy with the way that we defended against Wolves because we did sit rather deep. I don't think it'll be that. I think what we've got to do, do you know what? The key bit here is it's all well and good stopping Diaby and Watkins. They're going to be important. For me, it's that midfield three, midfield three or midfield four, whatever you want to call it from Villa. They're the ones to stop. Because if they stop the supply, we'll be fine. And I think we'll be okay there, right?
But yeah, I absolutely. I was going to come to that Aston Villa free. One of their strengths this year has been that free of Kamara, McGinn, and Luis. 3 very athletic players, 3 very powerful players. All of them like to drive with the ball as well. And McGinn, certainly McGinn and Luis have goals in them. So this is going to be such an interesting matchup now, where you've got a brand new midfield three. Whoever plays, whether it's Kulu or Hill, you've got a brand new midfield three with Bentancur, Celso, and another. Aston Villa will be looking at that and saying, "Okay, let's drive through the middle as well as out wide." And that's the worry of an Aston Villa, is that they've got both options. Perchy. Some teams brilliant down the wings, nothing through the middle, right? Spurs, for me, I think when Maddison's fit and Son through the middle, we're brilliant through the middle, but not really a lot out wide. Villa have got the option to do both, haven't they?
Yeah. And listen, I think the key one here, and Geordie, big up to you in the chat, as I said, is Bailey on the bench. He is. And he's one of those that can come off the bench and offer more, right? They can go to a 4-3-3 if they want with him. They can shuffle it out and go to a 4-3-3 if they want, or whatever. But listen, as I said to you, I keep repeating it. I'm excited for this one. There's not really much. I'm really excited. I want to see what's going to happen. Listen, I think that midfield threes we've started. It's a gamble, but listen, do you know what? It's one of those gambles, because I think if we'd have played the team that we thought we'd have played, I think we'd have lost. Right?
I agree. I agree.
We're not really losing anything because I think if we'd have gone and played a midfield of Skip, Højbjerg, and Bentancur, that, let's be fair, it probably we'd have thought if it was similar to the Wolves game, it would have been that 3. I think we'd probably have lost the game. Johnson on one wing, Kulu on the other, and Son down the middle, and a back 4 of Porro, Dyer, Davis, and Udogie, right? You look at that and you're going, do you know what? I don't fancy us today. But listen, we could get something out of this now. It's one of those little gambles that why not?
Yeah, I'm certainly more positive about it seeing that lineup than I was when I saw the lineup against Wolves.
Agreed.
For me, again, I'm going to be full of cliches today, Perchy, I'm afraid. For me, I think the first 20 minutes is key. Really, really key. Do not go one down early doors. Do not give them the impetus to go forward, because I think the longer the back 4 of Spurs contains Villa without conceding, the more confidence should be growing and seeping into their veins.
Yeah.
What you don't want to do is have an early goal conceded and then all of a sudden it's, oh my God, backs against the wall for 90 minutes. But we can hurt them.
Yeah.
Let's see. I've been hearing from everybody how good Bentancur is, how good Kulu is, how good Brian Hill could be in this formation. Brennan Johnson was his top target. Sonny's one of the best players in the league. Cool. Let's see it then. Do you know what I mean? Lo Celso as well. Let's see what these attacking players are made of. People have been calling for them. We're now seeing them. This is their time to shine. And unfortunately, this is Premier League football, not the school. You have to come in and hit the ground running.
Yeah.
Somebody in that front 6, other than Son, I'll say, but Son needs to do his bit as a captain. But someone in that midfield and the forward line needs to take this game by the scruff of the neck and say, this is my game to shine.
Agreed.
This is my game. Like, if you're Lo Celso, you're looking at this and thinking, okay, I'm playing centre mid. I need to show the boss that next week when Sarr is fit, I want to play instead of him.
Yeah.
That's what you've got. That's what we've got to be looking for, right?
100%. Listen, this is an opportunity for the likes of Brian Hill, Lo Celso, Emerson Royale. These are lads. Kulusevski in a new position. He's got something to show a bit. So we've got, listen, that's the key bit, right? That's the key bit. Players now that need to show that they deserve to be at this football club past this season, right? Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. How many of those players at the start of the season, in that 11 now, you'd have gone, I'd be happy if we got rid of them. Now they're in this team to earn a right to say, do you know what? I can do a job at this football club. I can be it. And let's see how it goes. I'm excited. I genuinely am.
Yeah. Look, at the end of the day, I'm so intrigued now. Just over 35 minutes to kick off. I'm more intrigued. I'll be honest. If I'd seen a lineup with Dyer again, with Højbjerg, I think these are players that don't do enough if you want to play football. For me, when I look at Skip, when I look at Højbjerg, these are players that work hard, and that fight for the cause. That's great. But if we want to play this new style of football, if we want to be a team that's good to watch, you can't be picking those players. So I listen, hats off to the manager. Win, lose or draw, he's tried something different. And I'll go back to my remarks at the beginning of this season, Perchy. There's going to be ups and downs.
Yeah.
There's going to be ups and downs. I've never thought that, we're going to win every game. I'm not too in denial to think, we just come to an Aston Villa and sweep past them. So all fair play to him trying it. Some things will work today. Some things won't. That's natural. And then all you can hope for your manager is that moving forward, he takes the things that worked and continues to implement them. And the things that didn't work, you don't do again. Surely that's what it's about. Learning and growing as a team, right?
Of course, exactly. And I called it at the start of the season. I said it's going to be a roller coaster. We're going to get runs of results that go against us. I think we have to acknowledge that. And listen, that's how it's always been. I think I'm impressed with us at the moment. I think we can get more. But listen, as I said, you're right. He's given it a go, something to look at and go, do you know what? This game has the hallmarks on his lineup of a pre-season game. Does that kind of make sense? Where it's gone, we're going to change it up and we're going to try something a little bit different. But why not, right? It's all easy. It would have been very easy and comfortable for him to play the likes of Dyer, Højbjerg, Skip, all these lads in midfield that you'd have gone, oh, really? That's just
like what you would have expected from Conte.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, okay. So fair play. So for me, listen, I think, as I've said all season, I think Andrew's got a free hit this year. Now,
same, agreed.
What I'll say is, what that doesn't mean is, it doesn't mean if something goes wrong that you can't critique. Doesn't mean you can't say, I think he got that wrong or that wrong. But for me, in the bigger picture, he's got a free pass. This season for me is about trying things, working out who's good enough to play these formations and these tactics, who's not. And I think we kind of know. But from this, who in this team are you looking for to really stand up and lead today? Like, let's talk Sonny first.
Mm-hmm.
Sonny, a few people have been talking about, in the last couple of games, when heads have dropped and things haven't been going well, you haven't really seen him cajoling, haven't seen him in the thick of the action, grabbing Romero and pushing him away, grabbing the players, going, come on, big game for him from that point of view?
Massive game. I think it's a massive game for him. I think it's a massive game for Kulusevski in a new role. I think those two for me are the ones that I'd sit there and go, do you know what? You boys I'm looking at more in the attacking side of things for this 1 second. I think Son, Kulu, you've got to bear in mind, you've got out wide, you've got Brian Hill, who you could argue is a little bit inexperienced in the sense of not played a lot of football for Spurs and stuff. Brennan Johnson's just come to the football club. So you've got two, what I would say, not inexperience is unfair because they're not inexperienced, but in a sense, inexperienced when it comes to Tottenham, in a sense, right? Haven't both played a lot of football in a sense. Then you've got to look at that midfield. You've got to say it's a big game for Kulusevski, new position. Big game for Lo Celso. He's been talking. He's seeing a lot of reports that come out of him going, why am I not getting enough opportunity? Blah, blah, blah. Well, there you go, sunshine. Opportunities today. Go and show it. Bentancur, it's going to be interesting to see with him. Played. Someone said in the chat, played about 86 minutes against Bolivia for Uruguay. So I expect Bentancur now that, in air quotes, is fit enough now to play regular football. And then you move further to the back line and go, well, a doggy, big game for him. Got to show that he's taken that sort of rashness and hot-headedness away. Porro, you'd be massively critical of him defensively. Now, those two fullbacks or wingbacks, whatever you want to call them, they're the constant in this team, right? So now they're the sort of what I would say the big boys in that. And you could say Ben Davies is probably more of the leader of that back four, but the two fullbacks play every week. So they're crucial. And then obviously the goalkeeper is going to have a massive game. I love Vicario, but you know I do.
Yeah, absolutely. Of course, Udogie coming back into the team, like you said there, he is one of our normal players. Still a young man, though. Porro's still not massively old.
He's 22, isn't he?
Yeah, I mean, this is for me. I mean, again, my word for today, Perchy, is intrigued. Yeah,
it's a great word.
This is my word. I'm really, really intrigued. Look, we went into the season with these centre-back options. We're now paying that price, and he's trying to make the best of what he's got. Would you, I'll ask you this question. I'll ask everyone in the chat as well. There's no right or wrong. None of us can be right or wrong. It's an opinion. Would you have gone Dorrington? Would you have put Dorrington in instead of Emerson Royale at centre-half?
Oh, it's the question, isn't it? I would have. Why not? But I can understand that is Emerson Royale a better choice? I don't. Do you know what? The proof is in the pudding today if the decision was right. Because if Emerson Royale has a great game, you go, okay, he's made the great decision. If he has a bad game, you then go,
what was he doing? Why did you do that?
Why did you give him an opportunity? So hindsight's a beautiful thing. I'm going to go with that the manager's got it right for me and gone Emerson Royale. I think he's got a little bit more, what I would say, experience. I'm a massive critic of him. I'm not a massive fan of him, but a bit more experience. Listen, but as I said, but what you've got, though, what I always say, you've got him on the bench, right? He's on the bench. So if it hasn't gone right and you want to change it up a little bit, he can come into the fold and get involved to the game, right? So, listen, I'm going to sit there and say the manager got it right on this one. But what I will say, if it does go wrong, he's got to make the decision to get the change at the right time.
Of course, listen, and that's not just him. That's any manager, right? That's what they're paid for. That's where they make their bread, right? Somebody's just brought up a great point as well. And by the way, Steve D, absolutely, my man, absolutely. This season,
I agree, Steve.
Somebody made a great point just now about set pieces from a defensive standpoint. We don't have a natural. I mean, let's be fair. Davis is quite small. Royale is okay in the air, but there's no natural defensive midfielders there that are good in the air. This is going to be interesting from a defending standpoint from set pieces, isn't it? Because Villa are quite good with their set pieces.
Yeah, I think that's going to be the only, what I would say, that would be my only worry is set pieces. Udogi's a big boy. Porro's not relatively big, so that's a problem. You look at the size of it and go, well, you're right. I think that's going to be one of the points. If I was Villa, I'd be looking going, let's exploit him on corners, crosses, and all this lot. But let's see though. Listen, it is what it is, right? I think that's the best way to put it. We can't sit there and go. We can't sit there and worry about it now. Like the team's there, like in a sense, it is what it is. You'd hope that we have got that to deal with. Or best thing, don't concede them. Let's not give away fouls anymore. Let's not give away fouls, right?
Do you know what? That's a really good point because what you have got with the likes of Porro, Udogie, and Royale, they are quite rash players. If you think about it, they are act first, think second. So they're kind of that mindset of what is it? What's that saying where it's
gung ho?
There's a saying of kind of like act now, ask forgiveness after, or do you know what I mean? It's that kind of thing. But
yeah,
I think you're right. This is where we're going to need calm, level heads. Don't give away free kicks in and around our penalty area because, as we've seen, Konza, Pau Torres, Diego Carlos, you know, they've got some height there. They've got some people who are very good in the air. And I don't know if anybody in the chat can actually get the stats up for it. I think they're quite high in terms of goals from set pieces. So listen, I hadn't really thought about that, but it's worth a thought.
Do you know what? And credit where credit's due. That's probably why it's a good thing having Ben Davies in that back four. He's a very calm head. You very rarely see him giving away rash fouls, Ben Davies. Whether or not we think he's a good defender or not, like I think that's a different question. But he very rarely sits there and makes rash, crazy challenges. He might give away fouls here and there.
Yeah.
So he's got to be the one that says he's got to be that leader of that back four, Ben Davies. He's experienced. He's been here one of the longest serving players at the football club now. He's the one at that back four goes, do you know what? I'm the one in charge here. You guys listen to me. Because you've got to bear in mind, they're all realistically relatively young lads all around him, right?
Yeah. Listen, I'm more intrigued. I'm now saying I think this game will be a draw now. I do. I think this game will be a draw.
Yeah.
I was worried that we will lose. I still think there's a danger we could, but I'm more happy with the options going forward to compensate for the weakness at the back. Would that be a fair assessment?
Yeah, no, I think that's exactly the point I'd say. Listen, what we've done is it's going to be one of those. It has the Aussie Ardiles feel of we're just try and outscore the other team kind of feeling. But listen, I think it's going. I think you made a great point at the top of the show. Was this is going to be one of those games of football that we're going to go. This is proper basketball. Like, it's going to be end to end. It's going to be exciting. As a Spurs fan, it's not going to be as exciting because you'll be biting your fingernails and you won't have any at the end of it. But listen, it's going to be a good one. I'm excited for it. Why not? What's this tweet about Pape Sarr, by the way?
Yeah, I've not seen this. Sorry, Daniela. No. Can anyone elaborate for us? I did just check on. It's not on the Spurs Twitter page. I just checked. But while we're there, everybody, thank you very much for choosing to join us on this Sunday morning. Smash the like button, people. There's nearly 300 of you in here. Let's get to 200 likes as quickly as possible and help the show. What have you found, Perchy, to do with Pape Sarr?
Breaking news. Tottenham midfielder Pape Sarr has acquired a problem in his hamstring during international break. The extent and severity of the potential injury is yet to be known. Paul O'Keefe. So that's why Pape Sarr's not here. I don't know what he's actually said, but that's that's what I've just read.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Danielle is right. Yeah, it was about the hamstring injury. Yeah. Right. Okay.
So we'll keep an eye on that one. We'll keep an eye. Another Spurs player. I think it's all pointing to needing reinforcements in January, but that's not what today's show is about. You know, I tell you what. Another aspect to look at today is I'm really intrigued to see where Brennan Johnson plays. I'm a big advocate of if you're gonna have your biggest summer signing in terms of value, right? Mm-hmm. I want to see him on the right. I really want to see, and this is a perfect opportunity today. If Kulusevski is moved into the middle, that will be one thing that really disappoints me. If even then we can't see Brennan Johnson on the right.
Yeah.
Brian Hill's left-footed, right? So get Brian Hill on the left, Brennan Johnson on the right. But big games for those two. Let's talk about let's assume that Kulusevski plays in the hole. Brian Hill from the left, Brennan Johnson from the right. One's more direct with pace. The other one's a little bit trickier and more intricate. What are you expecting from those two?
Do you know what? As I said, it's the sort of the free hit comment that we talk about. I agree, by the way. I say it all the time. I'm not going to jump on Brennan Johnson until I've seen him play a collective amount of games on the right-hand side, because this is a kid, it's a right winger, and we're playing him out on the left. It just doesn't really make sense to me. But that's why, I'm not going to sit there and criticize him too heavily until it's like I use the old adage: if you start playing Højbjerg as a number 10, you can't sit there and criticize why he's not very creative, right? You're playing a midfielder in a different position, right? So listen, let's see how he goes. Hopefully, he gets an opportunity. What we've got there is as I said to you, we've got a blank canvas today. Let's be real. Apart from Son and Porro Dogi and Vicario, everyone's really not playing in the same sort of position. You know, Bentancur does play midfield, but we're playing a much more reserved role, it looks like today. Mm-hmm. So realistically, you look at it, it's a bit of a shuffle deck. So why not?
Mm-hmm. Ben Davies is 6 feet. He's not 6 feet. Just so
Is
you
he
know,
like
he's not
5'10", 5'9"?
5'10", 5'11". Yeah, he's not. Listen,
Yeah.
Ben, I'm not saying Ben Davies is bad in the air, but you know, when you look at some of the size of those centre halves of Villa, listen, it's just something. It's just something to look at, something to think about. That's all. Somebody put it in the chat.
Yeah.
Worth mentioning.
Listen, point.
That's all it is. But yeah, like everyone said, on paper it's attacking Perchy.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a difference between being attacking on paper and being attacking in the way you play. So
Yeah.
I honestly, I can't sit still. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Same.
And I'm really hoping that this is one of those games. I just get the feeling that if you can nick something, if you can nick the win, right, with this many injuries out, I think that sends a signal that, you know what, things are different. We are better than maybe fans like me give credit for. You know,
Yeah.
It's a huge thing for momentum as well, and especially with Man City coming up next week. This is a massive game.
I think this is probably the biggest game of the season. I genuinely think it's the biggest game. And you're right. If we win today, I said it earlier. If we win today, it's the biggest win it's the best result of the season so far.
Sure.
If we win today, you've got to account for everything with injuries, suspensions, and all that lot, right? So for me, it's I think if we win today, it's the best result of the season. And what it does, and you're right. And listen, where I think we'll get beaten by Man City, if we win today with this and we show a good performance, get an opportunity. Like, do you know what I mean? I think Man City are way superior to us, but you look at it and go, do you know what? What, in that sense of why not feeling, where you go, do you know what? Let's see how it goes. Like, I think, and what it does is if players have a good game today, get an opportunity against Man City, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, obviously we don't know the score with this lineup, but it's a very attacking lineup. Surely you can't put this lineup against City, can you? You can't put this lineup away at Man City.
No, not this line. Because my point is you've got to remember the likes of Romero's going to be back, Basuma's going to be back. So what you're going to have a little.
Back. Romero's
not
Romero.
Sorry, but Basuma's going to be back though. Basuma will be back. Sorry, yeah, you're right. But my point is in the sense I get what you're saying, but my point more is a sense of what you've got is players that if it works, then you go, do you know what? Why not? We've got half a chance. Like I think maybe even a minuscule of an opportunity, but I just don't. My point being is if we played the same team we played against we played with Wolves, I don't give us any hope. At least for this, listen.
For sure. Yeah,
right,
so Sky are putting it as this. Sky are putting it as a back four of Porro, Royale, Davis and Udogie, with Bentancur sitting, and then a four in front of him of Kulu on the right, Lo Celso, Hill and Johnson. I'll be really, I hate to say it, I'm going to be so disappointed if Brennan Johnson doesn't play on the right again. And they've gone with a back four of Konza, Carlos, Torres and Digne. Cash on the right, Kamara, Luis and McGinn with Diaby and Watkins. I don't think that's really, whenever I've seen Aston Villa, I haven't really seen them play with a four in midfield though. Maybe, I don't know, this is going to be interesting. I don't know what to think until we see them actually on the pitch. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, agreed. No, absolutely. Listen, it isn't long now. We're not too far, 15 minutes away or so? 15, 20 minutes away? I think it's going to...
18 and a half minutes away, yes.
I'm excited. Listen, I think it's going to be one of those games of football. I'm going to be looking over this way for the game today. I've swapped sides. But yeah, no. Listen, but the thing is, you've got to look at it. Look, let's get a little. I'm going to get a little bit ahead of myself for a second. Just why not?
Do it. Go for it.
If Spurs win today, they go above Liverpool on the same points as Manchester City and 1 point behind Arsenal.
Yeah.
Spurs draw, they stay where they are. Spurs lose, they go below, they drop behind Aston Villa. And Do you know what? And it's crazy to say it. What 13? This would be the 13th game of the season, right? Like it's one of those games of football where you sit there and go, all the sort of where can we finish season? You win it. You drop points behind Arsenal, Man City, Liverpool. I still don't think we're going to be in that conversation by the end. But you want to be on the coattails as long as you can with them.
Oh, of course.
You don't want to start dripping away from them quickly. So it can be on that sense. It's because in a sense, I spoke about it yesterday about the Sheffield United Bournemouth game, which was what I would say a 6-pointer. This is a 6-pointer for the sort of Champions League European spots, right? We're going to be in the conversation with the likes of Aston Villa by the end of the season. So these are the games you want to be winning.
If we look at it as well, I mean, what happened as well yesterday with Newcastle beating Chelsea. See, everyone's like, oh, yes, we want Newcastle to beat Chelsea. But what that's done, again, Newcastle are now 3 points behind Tottenham. So what's actually happened, Brighton, Newcastle, Villa and Spurs are all, if Spurs lose today, are all tucked in there behind the top three. Win today, though, and you can give yourself a bit of a gap between Spurs and Brighton. So it's a big game for many reasons.
Of course, because you've got to also remember, Man United play later on. Say we don't win, Man United, however bad we believe they've been this season, are 2 points behind us. And do you know what I mean? You know, we always have this thing is football changes every weekend, right? We have this and all the outcomes and all the stuff happens and all things change, right? Whether we can criticise our Man United, because I don't think they're very good, but we lose today, they go 2 points behind us if they beat Everton later on today. And it switches, right? Points and things all change up.
Yeah. Tell you what's an interesting stat. They've just put up Ben Davies has the most blocks for Tottenham Hotspur this season. And he's hardly played.
Stats are amazing.
See, this is the thing with stats. Is like, it's strange, isn't it? They said Emerson Royale is set to make his 4th Premier League start this window. Listen, somebody earlier in the chat said this game is going to be won or lost with the Davis Royale up against Watkins and Diaby matchup.
Yeah.
Now, there's a lot to be said for that. So, look, we'll keep an eye out on that. Obviously, you've then got the likes. If we look at the bench, you've got Alfie Dorrington on the bench. We've got Jamie Donnelly on the bench. You've got Valise on the bench. Be lovely to see a couple of those youngsters at some point, wouldn't it? Depending on in-game circumstances.
Yeah. Even the likes of Valise down the middle, up top. I'd like to see him get an opportunity near the end of the game if we need someone. He'll be an interesting one because he's a bit of a big boy. He's, 6'2", 6'3", so he's a bit of a unit up top. So, so it'll be nice to see that. Listen, this is it. Let's see how it goes, right?
Yeah, man. Listen, I am more excited than I would have been. They're just looking at away Villa, home form versus away form. They have 100% home form, 33% away form. They average 3 points at home, 1.2 away, 1 goal away, 3.8 at home. They concede an average of 2 away and only 0.8 at home. And then I'm not going to do the expected goals. I'm not doing XG. That just goes all against my moral fibers. I'm not doing XG. But yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? You know, I look at Villa and you've got to say Unai Emery has done a wonderful job with them in a very short space of time. He's only been there a year. And from what Steven Gerrard had them to where they are now, they have become a nuisance to the big boys. They've become a good team.
Yeah, I think Unai Emery's a really good manager and Henry Wright's favourite ever manager in the whole wide world and stuff. We know his absolute love for Unai Emery. But listen, I think Emery's a very good manager. What he's done is what I said last season, I said I didn't think Conte improved any single player. And I looked at Emery and I went, he's made Douglas Luiz a better player. He's made the likes of Ollie Watkins a better player. And Matty Cash is now a right back that you go, wow, he's now a seasoned international at right back. So I think he's a good manager that is really, really, he's got levels right, is the key bit. You know, when we always talk about changing it up, he set up a team today that go, do you know what? If we need to go to a back five today, we can go to a back five. Yeah. We want to go 4-4-2, we can go 4-4-2. He's made a really, really good footballing side in that sense.
they score goals. I think this is the key thing
Yeah.
for me we've got to be careful of is Unai Emery's always had this tag. I don't know why. I feel it's a lot of people that don't watch other leagues of he's negative, his teams are boring to watch. Unai Emery's team have scored the second most goals this season, only behind Manchester City.
Yeah.
That's actually, hang on, I might have lied there because I know Newcastle grabbed 4 goals yesterday, didn't they? Sorry, they've been overtaken by Newcastle now, so they've scored the 3rd most goals in the Premier League. They've got goal threat. In your opinion, have we got enough to keep them out? Have we got enough to limit them to a handful of chances and keep a clean sheet?
Why not? Why not? Listen, it's one of those. It's a tough one. They're a good goal scoring side. As I said, I think it could be one of those games that if you were to put on it to finish 4-3 to someone, either way, you probably have your money on it. I think it's going to be a really good game of football, high scoring game of football from both ends. I think we've just got to try and outscore them. I think it is what it is. We've not got a recognised centre back at centre in our back 4, which is concerning to a certain extent. But listen, why not? Why not? Let's go for it. I think we might we could nick it today. Why not?
Yeah, Mark. Just to let you know, again, are Newcastle consistent? They've lost 1 of 9 league games. That's pretty consistent to me, mate. And they are 3 points behind us. So I think before we do this thing of discrediting all the other teams around us, they've lost 1 in 9. That's not bad, Perchy, is it? Newcastle 1 in 9.
No, I think Newcastle. If you look at them, I think they've been brilliant this season. I think they score loads of goals as well, right? They're a team that does score very well. And do you know what? At St James's Park, they're very, very good. I was watching the game yesterday, and I was very, very impressed with them. I thought, here's the question, right? We talk about injuries at Spurs and like all this, that, and the other, right? Newcastle have got probably the biggest injury crisis, if you want to call it that, than any other team in the league. I think Spurs are in that. But then they went and showed up against the Chelsea side and just battered them with, if I look at some of the subs, right, they brought on, who do they bring on? I can't remember now. That's it. Matt Ritchie they had to bring on.
Yeah.
They had to bring Paul Dummett, a young lad called Alex Murphy, who's in their academy, Michael Ndweni, who's in their academy, Amadou Diallo in their academy. So they brought on 3 academy players yesterday, and they absolutely battered Chelsea.
Mate, do you know what? I've said this for years, and I get so much hate for this. I think Eddie Howe's an exceptional manager. I agree. What this man's doing is, you look how many injuries Newcastle have got. Right, so we can sit and go, our injury. Look at the injuries that Newcastle, look at the injuries United are playing with. Newcastle are playing with. Right, look at the number of injuries Man City had yesterday in their team. Chelsea all season. Everyone's been playing with massive injuries. So I love the fact that he played that 17-year-old in midfield for his debut. I love that.
He had a great game as well, by the way.
Yeah, he played well.
He had a really good game. He got the assist for the opening goal for Isaac. And I watched and I was like, wow, this kid's good. I think that's it though, right? I think Eddie Howe, you're right. Let's put it out there. If you minus the goalkeepers, he had 2 senior players on the bench. 2.
Mate, listen.
Paul Dummett and Matt Ritchie were the only 2 like squad players from there. The rest of them were all academy or goalkeepers. He had 3 goalkeepers on the bench and 2 outfield players that are in the first team. The rest are all in the academy that he put on. So, listen, I think that's the key bit. I think that's how it works.
By the way, just quickly, I just want to say big up to our man, Arsenal de Groot in the chat. Arsenal de Groot, the reason I didn't bring Arsenal up into the injury part is because as far as I can see, you have 3 injuries in your entire squad and only 2 of them are first-team players. I'm happy to be wrong. As far as I can see, Thomas Partey is injured, Emil Smith-Rowe is injured, and Urian Timber is injured. When Perchy was talking about Newcastle and I was talking about Man United and City for yesterday, these clubs have 7 to 8 first-team players missing. very different to 2 or 3. Very different, my friends.
Yeah, they've got Smith Rowe, Timber, Party, and then Vieira suspended. So that doesn't count.
Yeah, exactly. That's why even when you look at Spurs, if you look at Spurs injury list, Van der Ven and Maddison, first team injuries. Papasar obviously got the injury as well, so there's 3. Other than that, who's injured?
Well, you got Perisic.
Would he have been a first team? This is what I mean.
No.
Like,
I'm more talking squad.
How deep do you go with it?
No, I'm talking more as just squad than I use Newcastle in the conversation of their squad, right? Newcastle squad. Newcastle have got about 14 squad players available to play in an 11, right? Like, that's the difference.
Just to put emphasis, so Brentford currently have 8 first team players out.
Yeah,
injured.
Brentford have got a load out.
So there's loads of clubs that have these injury lists. So you know it is what it is. It is what it is. And listen, I'm just saying clubs have to learn to compete with this, right? Clubs have to learn to compete.
Yeah. Arsenal degree said Jesus, Odegaard, White also injured, but if that was yesterday, that doesn't count to the conversation. If that was if they are out long term, then fine. But was that because of yesterday's game? It doesn't. We talk about injury crisis. We can't. We have to judge it on the 11s that we're playing, right?
By the way, when we're talking about Ben White having an injury, Ben White missed 1 game. Right, I'm not talking about players.
I think he's talking about he went off injured yesterday, did he? I didn't watch.
No. Sam, White were also injured for a long period before the last match. Arsenal to group, a long period isn't Ben White missing 1 game against Burnley at home, right? So I'm talking about clubs that have multiple injuries backed up.
Yeah.
And what Newcastle, you think Newcastle are 3 points below us whilst playing Champions League football, whilst having all those injuries. And to just give you a flavour of that, right? These are all the players they had missing yesterday, Newcastle, right? Elliot Anderson, Harvey Barnes, Sven Botman, Dan Burn, Longstaff, Manquillo, Target, Wilson. Now, they're all injured. Tonali suspended, which we don't count. Tonali suspended, so that's not their fault that whatever's gone on there. Lewis Hall couldn't play because of a loan agreement. Right? That's 10 players. 10 players. Anyway, the point of all that is you've got to build a squad, I think is the point of that. And if we look at Aston Villa, what of Aston Villa, just as the players are in the tunnel, it's getting exciting. Aston Villa, who do they have out injured? Aston Villa have Zaniolo, Traore, Buendia and Mings. So they're missing players as well. So everyone misses players, right? Everyone misses players.
Yeah.
But look, everyone in the chat, yeah? But by the way, Mark, you're doing that thing again. Our injury list isn't, I'm not counting Whiteman and Sessegnon. Like, come on, let's not count players that, one, I don't think has ever played for the first team. Ryan Sessegnon doesn't get anywhere near this team. I think we're really, really clutching at the straws here if we want to go down this route. The injuries for me at Tottenham are Perisic, Maddison, Van der Ven, Solomon. But anyway, it is what it is. Everyone in the chat, what is the score going to be today? Give us your predictions. There are 4 minutes till kickoff. Give us your score predictions. Tottenham at home to Aston Villa. Yeah.
Yeah, and also, guys, if just before kickoff, can we get 10 or 15 more likes to get over 160? That would be amazing as well. If you can smash the like button.
I'll tell you what I love about Mark. He's having a go at the Arsenal fan for saying Smith Rowe wouldn't play anyway. Yeah. And then 2 above, he's talking about Whiteman and Sessegnon. You've got to love people.
We both predicted a 3-1, didn't we, on our score predictions before all of it? I'm changing mine to a 2-2. I'm going 2-2. Now I'm changing it as we're about to kick off.
I think this could be a high scoring game. I'm going to go 3-2 to Villa or 3-3. I just worry about Royale and Davis and Porro. Yeah. I worry about the whole back four. Listen,
I agree. Yeah.
I'll stay true to what I said. I'll bite your hand off for a point if you're offering me right now.
Yeah.
Let's have a look at some of the scores. TB's gone 10-0. Good. We want to see that. Angel Postecoglou's gone 4-3 to Villa. Sessignon doesn't exist. Ed M has gone with 2-2. Revenite 2-2. MV Joker 2-1 Spurs. 3-2 Spurs. 2-1 Spurs. 1-1. Lots of people going for the draw. Philly has said, I don't count the foul pigeon being injured because I feel we're better off without him. Useless Eustace. Ratters has got an Unai masterclass 3-0 to Aston Villa. Well, let's hope that's not true. Arsenal de Groot has gone, good evening for oversized mate 1. Wow, what a description. Ram has gone 4-1 to Aston Villa. Alex has gone 4-2. Jesus, I said I think it'll be 3-2 to them or a 3-3 draw. Some of these people are going with big Villa scores. 2-1 Villa, 3-1 Villa, 3-1 Villa. Yeah, Jay Yid, it's going to be, I'm intrigued to see how they start up. The graphic has got it that we're playing a 4-1-4-1. So we'll see.
This is going to be exciting.
We'll see. But hey, I'm excited, and Percy, you're going to have to tell me when it kicks off on your pitch, aren't you?
I will do. I'm just seeing the Villa team at the moment. I'm literally the Villa team's up, so I'm not too long behind you. I don't think.
So we've got to make an agreement though that the comments never scrolls right to the bottom. So otherwise, I'll be able to. No.
I will be. Unfortunately, comments. I will not be watching you whilst we're watching, just so we don't. Yeah, so they've got. It looks like they've gone 4-4-2. Get McGinn left mid.
You still got the Villa team up?
Yeah, they've just showed. They've just gone off.
Oh mate, you're miles behind.
Why? Where are you?
Like literally, the players are all hugging around the halfway line, and
I'm just there now. I'm at Bentoncourt.
Oh wow, you're miles behind. Absolutely miles behind. I'll wait for you. Big up.
Yeah, they're hugging around.
Thanks to everyone that's chosen to spend their Sunday lunchtime with us. We really do appreciate it. Some really good comments going on in the chat. Everyone behaving themselves. We won't ask a lot, but please smash the like. Please subscribe. All that good stuff. And hopefully we can bring you an entertaining Spurs win. People saying, Ed M saying Donnelly will make his debut. Let's hope so. It'd be good to see him. If we lose here, it's the end of the title race. I just don't get involved in that. It has been, Patrick said, here we go, boys. The long wait is over. It has felt like this wait has been going on forever. They're currently in a 1 minute a round of applause for Terry Venables. We'll wait and see that. I bet they're not on that on yours, are they?
Yeah, no, they're doing that now. They've panned around the stadium. They're now doing the sort of aerial one.
Got it, Mark. Got it. It's all right, mate. It's all good, man. It's only football. It's all good. Only football, my brother. Only football. Let's hope Spurs go at them 100 miles per hour. Let's see what we can do. It does look like we're about to kick off. So I'm going to have to pause mine to wait for Perchy to catch up. Shem has asked why is Sky Sports saying it's 4-1-4-1? I'm guessing that a lot of people probably don't know.
Yeah,
I think that's the thing.
So they've done the minutes applause. They're now huddling, and Villa are. Is it Ollie Watkins in the centre circle?
I think it's Diaby.
Oh, Diaby.
So it looks like Villa look from the lineup. It's always difficult because of kicking off. They look like they've gone to a 4-4-2. With Spurs, look like they've gone to a 4-2-4.
3-1.
God knows. Do you know what? We'll see it as it works out. Right. I'm going to tell you when they kick off, and I'll pause mine.
Okay.
Right, they kicked off on mine. So now I'm just waiting for you to catch up with your Spanish time.
Don't call it Spanish time.
And thank you to everyone who has liked the show. We do appreciate it. Got 156 likes, so thank you very much. We really do appreciate that.
Ready?
Yep.
You're going to play.
Right, and we're
Oh,
underway. And we're underway. Some of you are going to be about 12, 15 seconds in front of us, but we'll
okay, here we go. Come on, Tottenham. Let's do this.
I'm so interested to see how high our line is. I'm so interested to see. So Villa have got a throw in. They've got in behind immediately. Here's Ollie Watkins has held the ball up. He's given it to John McGinn, who's gone past Royale with ease. He's gone past the next player with ease. He's crossed it back. Oh, Jesus Christ. That was it. So we've seen in the first 20 seconds, Aston Villa get behind us.
Yeah, oh dear.
Could be a long day.
Come on.
People.
Oh, don't lose it there. Oh, we're losing it there. Oh, no, what are you doing? Oh, well done. Now, it's a bit of a humding of a start.
Oh,
just
wow.
Calm it a little bit.
So let's have a look and see if Spurs can settle down. Let's see what we're doing here. So where's Pedro Porro? Pedro Porro's on the halfway line. Jeez, he's... And I tell you what, it's impossible to work out what Spurs are playing here.
I'm trying to work it out too.
It's impossible, isn't it?
So it's saying that, yeah, it looks like Brennan Johnson's on the right and Brian Hill's on the left, from what I can see here. That's only from what I can see at the moment.
Look, I can see Kulu on the right. No. Brennan Johnson on the right. It looks like Kulu and Hill. Oh, hang on. Hang on.
Well, yeah.
It looks like Brian Hill is left, Johnson is right, and Kulu's in the middle. And it looks like it's more of a midfield two.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Then,
all right.
Like a 4-2-3-1, Kulu as your attacking midfielder kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
The doggy's so high up the pitch, by the way. He's in it. Go on.
Oh.
The doggy.
Oh, mate. You've got to do better than that. Got to do better than that.
Oh. I tell you what a run he makes, by the way. The run's brilliant, but...
good run. What is the left back doing in the attacking midfield area?
Oh, man, I love it, though. I love it.
Oh, yeah, no, it's great. It's great to see. It's great to see. Great to see. I'm not looking at any WhatsApps or anything, by the way, because people will ruin it. Here's Spurs in again. Here's Kulu. It's 1-0. Oh, no. Oh, Kulu.
Oh, he's in the post. Oh, my days.
Oh, mate. I just said it's 1-0, didn't I?
Yeah,
oh
I thought he'd scored and then he hit the post.
He done all the hard work.
I was going to say he did everything.
Oh, Kulu. I'm sorry. You've got to score that. You've got to score that. Now Villa are attacking. This is going to be, as we said, basketball, right?
Got to get there, Porro. Well done. Now seconds.
Oh, wow. What a start this is.
In the space of 3 minutes, it could have been 2-1 here. Like, we could have been 2-1 up here.
Wow. Got to score. Got to put those chances away.
Oh, that's a chance you can't miss. You can't be missing those. You made a great point. He does the hard work.
Yeah.
He does the hard work. And then he has an open goal, basically, because he's put the keeper to his feet. Oh,
wow. Well, I think we're seeing frailties in both back fours here, aren't we? So it's a free kick to Villa on the left. I'm not touching the chat too much at the moment, just because they're in front of us.
I've got private chat up at the moment, so I can't see the chat.
So here's the ball whipped in by Villa. It's gone deep to the back post. A free header. My God.
Oh my God. He's got to score.
Oh my God. This game could be 2-2.
It probably should have been. How's Pau Torres not scored?
And he's onside.
He's miles onside.
Oh wow! Oh my God! This game is.
We've had 2 gilt edge opportunities, and so have they. He's got to score that.
You know when we said about set pieces?
Yeah.
I think we've just seen it.
Yeah.
I think what we're seeing here is our strength with the pressing and going forward, and their strength is going forward. Hang on, they're in again here. Here's Matty Cash. Pulls one across. Royale's cut it out. Done well there, and he can clear it. Wow, this is
Got on a doggy now, unlucky.
wow, this is fast and furious is the term I would use.
Yes.
Absolutely no composure anywhere. It's just mental.
Yeah.
And breathe.
Hey, take a breath, everyone. Good ball. Oh, unlucky.
Oh, wow. This game is, you know when someone said basketball, they weren't lying.
Yeah, you're right.
I tell you what, if this game ends goalless, I'll give away 3 free shirts.
There you go.
There is no way these two defences can keep clean sheets. Wow. I mean, Kulu's got to score. Pau Torres has got to score. Here's Spurs. Brian Hill on the left wing.
Go on, Brian.
He's pulled it back to Lo Celso. He plays a lovely ball through to a doggy.
Good ball, that is.
Oh
no, a doggy. Oh,
and now Villa can break.
Good
tackle, Ben Davies. Good tackle, Ben Davies. Here's Brian Hill. He's going to pull it back this time to a doggy. I mean, a doggy is playing so far advanced in midfield. Yeah. It's unreal. So is Porro. Look at Porro. Wow. This is
it's just
honestly, if someone had showed you Conte ball from last year, then showed you this.
Yeah.
Madness. Both teams here can be got at, can't they? This is going to be intriguing.
Oh, of course.
Perchy, it's only 6 minutes and 50 seconds gone.
It feels like
go on, Brian Hill.
Go on. Oh, good save. Oh, we got scored. Oh, he's probably got to do better there, Brian Hill, in the end. Oh, the football's brilliant, though.
I'll tell you what, though. Brian Hill's got some lovely movement and lovely touches.
Yes. I tell you what, I'll give credit to Lo Celso and Kulusevski in the build-up for that. It was brilliant.
This game could have 5.
Oh, did that hit a hand? They can't give that for handball, surely.
No.
They're not investigating that. I just saw that here.
No, you can't.
If they give that, that's ridiculous. No, I agree. I mean,
no, you can't give that as a penalty. Come on, play football.
No, but it's the way that the replay showed it. I was like, surely not.
I mean, when we're on the ball, we've looked good.
Agreed. Yeah.
It's just in the transition that I worry, like this.
Well done, Emerson. Well done.
This is. I don't think I've seen a game like this.
This is. Oh, we're the first of many. There was not many that we said about the Chelsea game. Was one of the first. Oh, don't slip there, blooming it. I tell you what though, first 8 or so minutes, got to say credit where credit's due with Lo Celso. I thought he's had a really good start to this game.
I think midfield and forwards. I think they've all played well. The fullbacks are getting up there. Come on, let's not pass it around too much at the back. I do worry slightly. So Ben Davies dinks one in to Brian Hill.
Nice ball. Go on. Oh, unlucky. Oh, that's not a foul. No, come on.
He's always going to give that one. He was always
They are, but they're just so...
I know, I agree, mate. That's what I said yesterday. Look, football might as well be non-contact. Like, it's crazy, but...
But basically, what he's done, he gets a free kick for making the mistake, Konza. That's what he's done.
By the way, Eric Dyer looks like he's about to go and warm up, and they keep focusing on a doggy. I've got a feeling that a doggy... I don't think he's fit. I don't think he's running freely. I don't know. I might be making that up, but it looked like to me like Eric Dyer was going to... Right, Eric Diaby slipped past Ben Davies. Plays it back inside. It looks like the game's calmed down a little bit now. Back out to Diaby. Diaby's one-on-one here with a doggy. He goes inside. Plays it back again to... I want to say that's Konsa. Villa are just... Konsa. I think Villa are just trying to take a little bit of sting out the game here.
Yeah, I agree. They're trying to slow this game down here.
Where we're trying to speed it up.
Yeah. I think that's the right way for us. That's the way we win the game, in my opinion. That's how we win the game.
Wow. I mean, I don't think anyone's going to be able to say this is boring. Right, here's John McGinn. He played it through and
Well, it keeps.
I saw the idea, but Vicario did well there. He was in the right place.
Oh. Look at the chances already, by the way. 7 shots on both combinations
Madness.
in 10 minutes. It's just short of a shot a minute. It's crazy.
Can we keep up this intensity? We've seen this before with Spurs, though, right? That we do have 15, 20 minutes where we look high intensity, then we stop. So hopefully we can keep it going today.
Yeah, you're right. Good free kick to win there.
I can't believe it's still 0-0.
I'm amazed that. I mean, there was 4 chances that should have gone in, right? Like 4. Doggy should have scored.
Oh, yeah.
Kulusevski should have scored. Torres should have scored. And it's just over. Oh, go on.
Good idea from Bentancur.
Yeah,
really
it was a very good ball. He looks okay, a Doggy, so I'm hoping he's okay.
Yeah, sorry. Maybe this is the problem. When you haven't got the sound on, maybe it was me just putting 2 and 2 together. They went to the bench and they were giving Dyer directions for something, and then they focused back to a Doggy, and I thought, oh, they're going to put Dyer at centre half and Davis at left back. Maybe I was making it up. Sorry, I just without the commentary, it's really difficult to know what's going on. And thank you very much to all the likes. Thank you. We really appreciate it. Hopefully everyone's enjoying the stream and enjoying the game. Come
on. There's no foul play on it. Come on.
Go on, somebody.
Good ball. Come on. Oh. Brilliant football again. Just. No,
not there,
that's sloppy.
Not there, Roy.
Well done. Well done, a Doggy there.
Tell you what, to be fair, the ref's letting a few things go.
Yeah.
There's the ball. There's the ball.
Switch it.
Oh, son!
Sonny! Oh, my days.
I think he was offside anyway, but that's a dreadful finish. I think it was offside for his sake.
I don't know if he is it.
Yeah, I think he is.
He's off.
Yeah. Oh, Sonny, you've had your blushes spared there, mate.
I was going to say.
That's an awful finish. Oh. Oh, he just didn't quite get his body right, did he?
Yeah. His body was in a weird... he could get his body position right, but he gets away with the offside there. I tell you what, 30 minutes in, credit to the team, because we've started really well.
We have started well. Can we keep it up?
That's the question, right?
We're moving it nicely.
Good ball. I tell you what, Bentancur's been done some... Oh, come on, man. Bentancur's made some nice passes from midfield.
Really, he plays those passes to break the lines, doesn't he? He does play some lovely passes. Right, here's Villa. Oh, this has been... I can't believe there's only 14, just under 14 minutes gone. They don't like the pressure being put on them, do they?
Not at all. We have to keep that press going, though. Well done, Porro. Good header.
Yeah, they don't like it. They don't like the press at the back. It's just whether or not we've got the energy to do it for the whole game. But we're doing it well right now. That's what matters.
Oh, brilliant. Well done, Ben. Good football. Oh, lucky. Is he on, though? He's off. He was off anyway, but Bentancur is creating it.
We're going to breach this line soon. We're going to breach it soon.
Lovely football from Bentancur there. He's just brilliant. He is offside. It's just...
He's off, yeah. We're going to breach it soon. It's coming. I feel like there's a goal coming for us. I just want to guard ourselves against the sucker punch.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. Well, okay, let's all calm down. 15, 15
Breathe
minutes
again,
gone.
guys. Let's breathe.
Cannot believe this is 0-0. Spurs with 23 successful passes in the final third for those stat lovers out there.
Oh,
Great
good
tackle. Good tackle.
Go on,
What
Sonny.
you got? Oh, Hill.
Oh, no.
Oh, mate.
The quality in that the final pass has to be better.
So Adogi with a throw on the left-hand side. And it was a foul throw. That was when he took the throw, I thought, mate, that didn't look right. And then the ref just went, nah, sorry, mate. Come on, you're a professional footballer. There shouldn't be a foul throw. But look, we look like we can breach this Villa defence.
Yeah. And big up to LFC My Religion. Switch sides, it looks wide. OCD kicking right in. What, you mean me and Savva? It's just where my TV is, unfortunately. Big up to you, my friend. Thank you so much for the super chat. Much love.
Yeah, thanks for that, LFC My Religion. We really do appreciate that. All the love going your way. I tell you what, they do not like the press. They do not like this press at all. They really do not like this press.
Come on. Good ball. A doggy. Well done.
Nice.
Don't foul him. Don't foul him there. Oh, keep pressing. Unlucky.
The ref, to be fair to the ref, he's letting stuff go, isn't he? He is letting stuff go.
That is a foul, to be fair.
I thought it was a foul, but he's let it go. Play on. Come on, Spurs, move it. I think when we move it quickly, we've got gaps. Just like that.
Go on.
Oh,
shoot. Go for goal, Porro.
Oh.
He's got to shoot.
And here's John McGinn. Villa trying to counter-attack on us with Douglas Luiz. Douglas Luiz plays it inside to Cash. Cash going to play that down to Diaby. Oh, how many times do we get that ball and you're thinking just square it or shoot?
Yeah.
Like, we don't ever do the right thing, but some playing some lovely stuff, some lovely football. Here's Matty Cash. Villa again trying to take it's a pattern here, isn't there? They're trying to take the sting out of the game. Here's John McGinn, though. The ball through to Ollie Watkins. Ollie Watkins has found
that's a good ball.
Luis in loads of space. Plays it in. Davis
well done.
got enough on it in the end. Oh, Jesus Christ. God, it's nice to watch some football, though, isn't it? See, now this, I would say, is the best spell of football I've seen from us this season.
Yeah, I agree. I think we've played some really good football here.
Sonny has got the ball down on the channels on the left. What you got? He's going to run at. Cuts in, pulls it back, and it's a poor ball by Sonny. We're not clinical here, are we? We're not clinical.
No.
That would be the one criticism. Whew.
God, I tell you what, I'm really impressed with Brian Hill. I think he's been really good today. As has Lo Celso. I've been really pleasantly surprised.
I think what's important is we need to score while we're on top. We don't want to get to a stage where Villa start having a 10, 15-minute spell. Do you know what I mean? We really need to grab a goal here while we're playing like this. But this is some lovely stuff. It's almost like we know we're not good at the back. Just keep it up there as much as you can.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. That's nice. That's really nice, Brian Hill. That's really nice. Adogi, what you got here? He goes home to Bentancur. Oh. I'll tell you what, I agree with this. Someone said Jimenez would have had 4 by now. Yeah. This is the thing. Hang on, Brian Hill now with some space on the left. Whips it in all the way over Sonny's head, and it's out for a corner. I mean, I don't know how many more chances we want.
Got to take him.
It was a good ball, set him down the line. He was onside, Sonny, and he just couldn't quite get there. Just couldn't quite. Lovely. I'm going to use the word delicious ball from Hill. I think Brian Hill's played well.
I think he has as well.
I think he's played really, really well in this type of football. Can't keep missing chances. Got to put one away at some point. Corner kick. Just waiting for it to come in. We've taken it short. Brian Hill's got the ball. He's played it back up wide to, I think, Lo Celso or Porro's whipped it in, headed out by Matty Cash and can be cleared by Diaby, but only as far as Spurs. Villa are camped. We've made them camped into their final, into their third.
Yeah.
Ben Davies here. Dinks the ball into the middle. It's gone over everyone and out for another corner. I'll tell you what, we've got to put one, we've got to score here while we're on top.
Got to take these opportunities. It's imperative.
I agree with this. I agree. Not this. I do agree with this, by the way. But yeah, I was actually trying to put this one up. Yeah, I love that. And corner kick's going to come in from, I want to say Pedro Porro here. Pedro Porro whips it in, flicked on. It's fallen to Lo Celso. Goal! 1-0.
Yes,
what a
come
goal
on.
that is.
Oh!
What a finish, Giovanni Lo Celso. Wow.
Oh, wow. 1 second.
Wow. What a finish that was. I can't.
Really, really well. What a goal.
Let's see that again. So Davis flicked it on. It fell out to Lo Celso. I don't know if it hit. What a finish that is.
No,
I think it might have. Did it hit the? Yeah, it's
taken
hit
a little knock.
Douglas Luiz,
Yeah.
I think.
It
And away
matter.
from Martinez, yeah, into the goal. But I tell you what, if ever a goal was deserved,
He's played really well.
it was that one.
And we've played deserve that, definitely. Now, what do I say at this moment? Go and get the second now on top of the game.
Get the second. Put the game beyond doubt. Do you know what? Wicked deflection or not, who cares? We deserved that. We've deserved that goal. This has been a very, very hats off. What a very good 23 minutes of football. Right. Now keep your calm. Well, Villa in it. Luca Digne whips it to the back post. Ollie Watkins, 1-1. I think he's offside. I think he's offside.
He looks offside.
I think he's offside. Is he on? My first thought, Perchy, was off.
He looked offside.
Right. Let's have a look. Okay, so he's off. He's off.
Yeah, he's got to be offside. Surely he's offside.
Yeah, got to be off. Got to be. My first. Yeah, that's my first thought was. Oh, hang on, that angle looks different.
Oh,
hang on. Got to be up.
He looks onside there.
In both angles, it looks different.
Yeah, this is weird.
I hate VAR with a passion. I hate VAR. It's got to be off, surely.
He looks offside to me, but...
Got to be off, surely.
Happens.
Surely he's off. But then this angle, Emerson... Just a bit of luck. Come on. I hate VAR. I don't know if I've said it enough, Perchy. I hate it. I'm going to draw a line myself. I don't know, you know. This angle he looks on. The other one he looks well off.
Mm.
The thing is, his arm is definitely off, but you can't score with your arm. That angle, he looks well off.
Yeah, that angle, he looks offside. It's so confusing.
How can it take this long?
So long. Like, I don't even care at this moment now. Just get on with it.
Oh, how long does this take?
Oh my God, honestly, flipping heck. Get on with it.
Lots of people saying on, some people saying off. I don't know, mate. I just don't. I hate VAR. This is. How long has this been now? Come on. I don't get it. The foot is off, but obviously it's not just the foot, is it, that can be offside?
Yeah, but
he's off. Apparently it's off.
Yeah. It just.
It's off. It's off. It's off. I mean, look at how ridiculous are these. How ridiculous are the rules of football? Jesus Christ.
Mad, isn't it?
We've had one go our way. It is offside. It is offside.
And we get to use this for a second.
Oh.
Why not? Oh.
No goal. I'll tell you what, though. Worryingly, how easy he did get in behind there, though. But we go again. Oh, wow. Perchy, this is going to be a long season, isn't it? It's going to be a long season.
But at least we'll be excited watching games of football. Oh. I mean, that took about 5 minutes.
Oh, Matty Cash with a bad tackle there on Bentancur. Oh, that's a naughty tackle. It's not a red, but it is. I mean, it's a yellow, but hopefully that Mr. Bentancur can get up to his feet. I mean, I don't think it's a red. It's a yellow.
No, it's a booking.
He is in pain.
The problem is when Bentancur goes down and he's only just come back, it terrifies me. Look at the absentee list they've put up.
Yeah, it's happening to every team, isn't it? Loads of absentees. It looks like he's going to be all right here. Oh, well, what a 28 minutes or so we've had here.
I'll tell you, the first 25 minutes of football has been the best I've seen us play all season. I think some of the... But what I want to see, I need us to do it for the 45 minutes and then the 90 minutes.
See, I so much prefer when Kulu's not on the right. I think he's been so much more effective not from the right-hand side.
Bang on.
To be fair, the one player I've not seen involved really is Brennan Johnson.
No. Brian Hill, I think, has had a really good start.
Yeah, I think Brian Hill's played well. Here he is on the ball as we can finally get going. It feels like we had a 5-minute gap there of nothing whilst the goal decision and the foul. But Spurs 1-0 up and very good value for it. Maybe got a bit fortunate with VAR, but it is what it is. Swings and roundabouts. And Spurs can move again. I really wish we were watching this in real time.
It's fine. It is real time for us.
Yeah, just got to make sure we don't let them do what they did for the offside goal there too often. That loads of space down the left. Good ball in. Got away with one there. But we're just swarming in midfield. We're swarming them.
But this is the thing, right? We need the next
Royale.
Oh, that's such a tough.
He just worries me. Oh, Bentancur's down.
Oh, here we go.
Højbjerg is coming on for Bentancur. Højbjerg is coming on for Bentancur. Yeah, he's coming on. Poor Benny. It's a tough break for the kids. Tough break, but
I just hope it's not a long one. It looks like an ankle to me.
It's a foul. It's a naughty foul. It's not a red. I think people are saying it's not a red. These happen. It's funny. What I will say is, see, when people say things like naughty tackle from Cash, hate that, he's dirty, you can't then praise when we see Romero doing it. Right?
Yeah, exactly. Bang on.
You can't then praise when our players do it. This is what people will do. So Højbjerg is coming on. Does the dynamic of the game change? We're going to find out. Oh, dearie me. I reckon there's going to be another one of them games, Perchy, which has about 12 minutes injury time at the end of the first half. Yeah. It does look like a knee, doesn't it? Yeah. Bless him. So Højbjerg is on for Bentancur, as you've all seen already. And we go again. And Spurs have got the ball back in action. Ben Davies plays it down the line to Brian Hill. Into the Celso, back to Davis, who's gone all the way home to Vicario. And Villa, I think, will be hoping to get in here at half time, just one down. I think what you always say is, right, get the second. Get the second, kill the game.
Yeah.
Maybe not kill it, but you know what I mean? Get the second, give a bit of breathing room. I tell you, the big worry I have is whenever Emerson Royal is on the ball, he never looks comfortable with the ball at his feet. Good pressing. Oh, Højbjerg, what was that? Oh, he won it back. What was that? Okay, we can settle it down again now. Aston Villa have got the ball on the left-hand side. Here's Ollie Watkins. He's going to run at Emerson Royal. And it's got out for, I think it's a throw into Tottenham Hotspur, I believe.
Yes.
And here's Emerson Royal. He's the least likely looking footballer I've ever seen, Emerson Royal. Like, he just never looks comfortable with a football at his feet. Do you know what I mean? Højbjerg. Right, that 5-minute spell with a goal and the injury has just kind of killed all of the rhythm of the game now, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Can we get back to that free-flowing football? Going across our back line nice and slowly. Royal to Davis. Davis back to Royal. It's slowed down a lot here. It's okay at the moment. Emerson Royal pings it out to Højbjerg. Not a lot really happening here at the moment. But we know we can spring them. Well done, Kulu. Back to Brennan Johnson. Well done, Kulu. He's had a dig. He's dug it just wide. Just wide from Kulu. Not got his shooting boots on today at the moment, but that was better. I'll be honest. I prefer him so much when he's not hugging the right touchline. I really do prefer him when he's floating about, trying to get on the ball and making things happen. Much better than on a right wing. Much better. Well done, Højbjerg. Won the ball back there. Whipped the ball in. Oh, it's not a good ball in. Tell you what, they're struggling to get behind us at the moment. Fair play. Nice. Oh, giving away. Okay. Oh, now Villa have got the ball back. Pau Torres, he's going to come forward. At the moment, Villa just aren't finding the gaps like they were in the first 5 minutes. They look a bit rattled. Villa look rattled here.
Yeah.
I don't think they were expecting this. I mean, we weren't expecting it. I don't think they were expecting this type of team and lineup.
Agreed.
Right, there's Sonny outwards, Brennan Johnson. Brennan Johnson, haven't seen a lot of him. He's going to run at them now. Pulls it back to no one. A good defending there. I think that was Kamara in the end. Yeah, I haven't seen a lot of Brennan Johnson so far.
No, a lot of the work's been going out on this left. I think the combination of Lo Celso, Hill, and a doggy, I think has been really, really good for this first half. I think a lot of the good stuff. And unlucky for him, but Bentancur going off injured is doesn't help, right? Doesn't help at all.
Yeah. Well, our pressing's been brilliant. That pressing there from Adogi is brilliant. Won it back. Here's Lo Celso. He's gone home to Emerson Royale. I can't. When Emerson Royale does things like that, I can't stand it. I know you're not really watching the game. You're texting, but Emerson Royale there.
I am. The problem is I've got everyone buzzing me at the moment. Right, leave me alone. Yeah, no, I'm watching it.
Mate, I've turned off my WhatsApp. I've turned off my WhatsApp until...
I've had to. No, the problem is people that... I have everyone muted on it, and then if someone new messages me, my phone starts buzzing, and it's like, leave me alone. I'm to tell people I'm blooming sure. That's a foul.
And Kamara, yellow card. I'll tell you what, though, Emerson Royale is... Oh, my God.
Yeah,
he's shocking.
Thoughts on the first 37 or so minutes that we've watched? What are you thinking? Tell me.
I think we've been very good. I think we've been very good. We've pressed. We've created chances. We've got behind them. Obviously, it's dropped off a lot since the whole kind of offside goal and then the injury. But what a very good first 25, 30 minutes there. And we look like there's more goals in this.
Yeah. Yeah, Philly, you're right. I just seen your message. Yeah, what have we been crying out for saying about Kulu down the middle? He's much more effective down the middle.
He's not a right winger.
He's much more effective down the middle.
That's a good ball. That's Brennan Johnson. Right, Brennan, run at them. You got some grass to run into there. That's it. That's what I want from a winger. Pull it back.
Go on.
Perchy, everything I say I want in a winger, Brennan Johnson just did. He put the ball the other side, ran past him with his pace, and got a ball across. That is, for me, I don't want to see Kulu on the right again. Kulu needs to be in the middle whilst Maddison is out.
Yeah.
For me.
Yeah, Brian Hill, probably should have taken the chance on, but his probably positioning wasn't great, but it's nice intricacies.
I got down that left again now. Here is Luca Digne. Digne's going to whip it in, but it hit Porro and out for a throw to Aston Villa. Always the worry, isn't it, on the break? Always in the back of my mind is this back four. Always in.
Yeah.
Going. The midfield and going forward's been great. Been absolutely great. It's a real statement of intent with this many players out if you can get 3 points against the team directly below you in the league. Oh, man. I wonder...
Oh, God. What's going on here? Oh, ref, come on.
I thought he won the ball on that one, if I'm honest.
Yeah, I think the ref had in his mind already with him holding Højbjerg's leg that he was the next clatter was going to be a Tottenham free kick. It looked like.
Yeah, I don't know.
I know.
thought
I
that
think
was
I think you're right. I think he did get the ball, to be fair, but
let's have a look. Yeah, for me, that's not a foul in football. For me, that's not a foul.
nah.
He's nipped in, taken. I don't think that's a foul, but it is what it is.
I'll tell you what we should be doing now. What Chelsea did to us is target Matty Cash here. He's a second yellow card away to being sent off here. If I'm Spurs, I'm going rattle him. He's
People
one
said
that
Cash is a lucky boy. I don't think it was a foul. I don't even think it was a foul. What we can't do in football now is we can't just say that every foul needs a card. Do you know what I mean? Like, it can't be every foul is a yellow. Right, here's Lo Celso deep in our half. Deep in their half. Brian Hill. I think he's played very well, Brian Hill. Some lovely touches.
Yeah, I agree.
Lo Celso with a great ball out to Udogie. Udogie plays it down the channel to Brian Hill. He pulls it back to nobody. Just got to tidy up that last pass. Just got to tidy it up.
I agree.
Here goes Aston Villa down the left. But our pressing is so good. I just wonder, have we got it in us for 90 minutes? That's the question. I can't believe we're still only 41 minutes. I feel like we've been here all afternoon.
I still can't believe it's 1-0. It feels like it should have been about 4-3 at the moment.
Hang on. Here's Luca Digne. Luca Digne goes back to John McGinn. John McGinn back to Luca Digne. He's got room to whip it across here. He's whipped it across and it's hit Pedro Porro and gone out for a corner kick to Aston Villa.
Villa are slowly creeping into the game right now.
It's going to happen at some point. It's going to happen. When you play a high pressing game like this, you can't just press for 90 minutes. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? There's going to be moments when you have to defend. That's natural.
Yeah, of course.
Here's a corner kick from Aston Villa. Vicario and John McGinn just having some
pleasantries.
So a corner kick here. Aston Villa whip the corner into the near post, headed out by Emerson Royale, and he's given a free kick. I didn't see what. I feel like the game has gone now that you can't tackle a goalie anymore, can you? You can't.
Nah.
Especially after the disallowed goal for City yesterday. I think that was a shambolic decision.
Oh, yeah.
That's a great touch. There's a lovely ball into Son. Sonny buried down on goal. What you got? Sonny, 2-0. 2-0.
Yes!
2-0. Is it off?
He looks onside to me. Oh,
is it off? Yeah, he's off. I'd love to see that. I'm not sure, but VAR are going to take a look at this for about 55 minutes.
Let's see.
Yeah, he's well off. He's well off. Yeah.
Oh,
don't even need the lines. He's well off.
I'll say it. That's poor from Son. You've got to time it better than that. I think it's time.
He's well off.
A lot better.
Yeah. We don't need VAR lines for that one. I'm sure they're going to draw.
Oh yeah. I mean, normally you can see if it's offside. I mean, you don't need lines for that one.
No.
Good tackle. Oh, lucky.
Yeah, very, 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 very good half of football from Tottenham. Right, get to half-time at 1-0. Get to half-time at 1-0.
Yeah.
It's very congested in that midfield, isn't it? Have you noticed? Like with Højbjerg, Douglas Luiz, Kamara, McGinn. It's very, very congested.
What it does feel, though, what I feel like that has happened is since Bentancur's come off, we haven't been as great in that midfield. Like our passing, Bentancur was opening a lot up. And he's a lot better. He's a better player, right? But you do feel the difference when he brings on Højbjerg too.
Of course. There's completely different skill sets as players, right?
Yeah.
Right, Spurs have wow! Look at that high line on that defense on this free kick. Wow. So here's Diaby. He pulls it back to Oh, we got away with one there, I think. What's going on now?
What's happening here?
I just don't. Do you ever watch the game of football and think, I don't know the rules anymore?
No, I'm so confused.
Like,
What's
what?
happened here?
What's happened? What are we doing? Right, okay, so what happened here? So Kamara turned, nothing wrong with that. He towed the ball, and they're asking why are we asking for a free kick?
No.
Don't be silly. It's a great tag. Oh, come on. Like, that wasn't a free kick. That was a brilliant bit of play from Kamara.
Yeah.
And Brennan Johnson saying he raised it. Oh, shut. Football has gone so soft.
Yeah, that's. Do you know what annoys me nowadays? As everyone looks at it and goes, "That's a foul now," instead of "That's a good tackle."
How did that look like a bad tackle? That was perfect. If you look at this again, look, Kamara turns. There's nothing wrong with that.
Come on!
There's nothing wrong with that.
What are we doing here? Oh, sorry. That you can't. I'm sorry. That's a good tackle.
I think we've got I think we're getting to the point now where every fan is claiming everything. It's never a foul for me.
No,
never.
You're
never.
Crazy if anyone says you can't. It's not. It's a good. Listen, this is the irony, right? Is if Romero does it, it's a great tackle, but now Kamara does it. Like, no, it's not a foul. It's a good tackle. So, is he actually given a free kick? This worries me.
I get it, right? Sometimes you're going to catch people when you tackle them. That's happened since day one in football.
Yeah.
But now it seems like, but he caught him. Yeah, so what? Get up, play on. Right, here we go. Oh, my God.
Cheers, Jason. Yeah, goal kick. Yeah, cheers. Sorry, yeah, it went out for a goal kick.
Yeah, goal kick to Vicario.
Spurs.
We can get on with some football again.
Andy, bang on. It's football. I sometimes feel like we watch a different sport sometimes when people go in and claim those as fouls. Like,
what we're doing though is we are draining them. We're making them run. We're pressing brilliantly, but we're actually making them run. It's like the old Barcelona team. Win the ball back in 3 seconds, make the other team run.
Yeah.
Nice by Brian Hill there. That's lovely from Brian Hill.
Oh, well done.
Players now are such girls, aren't they? Like, everyone just goes down like they've been shot every time they get fouled. It's just ridiculous. Oh. Right. Can we get I feel like we need a few minutes of football rather than like the game's just stop, start.
Yeah. Ever since the Bentancur injury, it's really felt like that.
Right. I much prefer Coglou floating. I much prefer this version of him. Højbjerg goes all the way home to Vicario. Vicario plays it out into the midfield to Porro. Porro's been caught. Oh my God, how lucky are we? How lucky are we? Porro again. The guy can't defend. I'm going to tell you, he can't defend.
What's he doing here?
He can't defend. What is that?
He's all over the shot, man. Oh, he's in it. Oh, yeah, got away with that one.
Oh, what are we doing? Oh, what is Porro doing? Wow. I mean, just so bad. So bad from Porro. Thing is, he keeps doing this every game, Perchie.
Yeah,
he keeps doing this.
It's a pattern, isn't it?
And then, he keeps doing this. Right. Good ball out wide there to Brian Hill. God knows how long's left now. I mean, they said 6, but half of that time was Porro on the floor.
Yeah, so we've probably got another 3 minutes left. Sorry,
Jazz Fusion. This is my yes.
Yeah, that's concerning. Yeah, I agree.
Do not let them get an equaliser just this side of half time. Do not. That will change the dynamic of the game completely. Oh my God! Oh my gosh!
Oh, blooming it, Brian Hill.
I'll tell you what, we do live dangerously, don't we? Oh my! Honestly, I don't think I'm going to make it to 50.
I don't think I'm going to make it to the end of the season, mate.
Oh, mate. Oh, mate. Right, get into half-time 1-0. I do need to eat a sweet potato. I'm running out of energy. God, tell you what. One thing you can say, it's never boring, is it?
Nah.
It's never boring. And it's 1-1. It's 1-1. It's 1-1. Again, we talked about this. We talked about set pieces. That's twice now they whipped in a cross, and twice they've scored. I don't know if it's going to be given, purely because I never know in football anymore. Who? I mean, I can't see anything wrong with it.
Nah,
if I'm honest, I can't see anything wrong with it. But
it's just what we said at the start, set pieces is going to be a problem today. And they've seen a lot of their joy has come from set plays.
And that's how quickly we can undo a very good first half right on the stroke of half time. As if people in the chat, I'm going to skip forward and break my rule. Is this true? Has it been given? Or because Percy and I are 20 seconds behind. Has it been given? Oh, that's such a shame. Such a good first half. But yeah, EPL Turf, you've got to finish your dinner, mate, haven't we? We've got to finish the dinner, but has it been given?
Yeah, it looks like it's been given. Oh no, I've got this. It's all come up on here now. I mean, it doesn't look like it. I'd be amazed if it isn't given.
I think that's a goal, isn't it? If we're brutally honest, I don't think that should be offside.
Yeah, it looks onside to me.
He's given it. Yeah, it's 1-0.
I was going to say.
He's given. Yeah, he's given it. Big up to my man Roms in the house. How are you, Roms? I love Roms. He's always so nice to chat to. Roms, we need to meet up. We don't live too far away from each other, man. We need to meet up. Big up to you. Right. Perchy, what are Spurs made of? What have we got? Can we go again in the second half with this intensity, this pressure?
Need to. No, you have
that's
to.
What we need to. That's what we need. We've just started to get very sloppy at the back the last 5 minutes, haven't we?
Yeah. It's frustrating. Oh, that's annoying. Oh, I'm just a bit frustrated because I thought we were brilliant. We've been brilliant, and then we've just, as you say, sloppy at the back. Porro, Emerson's has been a bit questionable at periods. Oh, yeah.
I think this is a bit harsh, isn't it? I think it's a bit harsh. I think other than that mistake, I think he's had a good game, hasn't he?
I thought Brian Hill's been really good today. I think that is really, really harsh.
I'll tell you what, the never a truer word spoken, Chris.
Bang on.
Never a true word spoken. I'll tell you what, can you imagine being a YouTuber for someone like Man City? It's half time. It is half time in the game. Perchy, can you do without me for like 3 or 4 minutes?
I think I can do without you for 3 or 4 minutes. I don't think that's a problem.
Cheers, mate.
Pause the
but before I go, just going to say, before I go, we are on 193 likes. By the time I come back, let's get that to 250 likes. I'll leave you with Perchy. And I just want to say a massive thank you from the bottom of our heart for all the subscribers so far today. We really do appreciate that. Thank you. Hope you've enjoyed it. We wanted to be a bit more upbeat today. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. I'll see you in about 5 minutes.
Savva's running for 5 as I take the reign. Guys, let me know in the chat what you think, guys. Listen, for me, I think we were the better team for the most of it. I think what we mentioned defensively, we're just making way too many mistakes. I think Brian Hill, I think being harsh on Brian Hill. No, I think that Darren, I think Brian Hill's been good. The one thing I will say with Brian Hill is final end product hasn't been good enough. That for me is the worry. His end product's not been good. But for me, I think Brian Hill's had a good game. Lo Celso's played well. Got a very good goal, by the way. But the problem is defensively we're a bit of a problem. Yeah, Mosi, I don't think so. I think with Brian Hill, I think he's been really good today. He's been good in that sense. But for me, his end product's not been great. Where did that come from? Do apologise. Mark, I agree with this. Bentancur, I thought was brilliant. For me, Bentancur was brilliant for that until he came off injured. We just didn't look the same. Chris, I agree. We are. If you put a Santiago Jimenez in this front three, I think we go and score. We're 4-1 up. So many opportunities. I think that for me is the frustrating part because I felt you go into the break 1 or 2-0 up and you go, do you know what? We deserve that. We've been the better team by a country mile. And then the last 15 minutes, since Bentancur went off injured, I felt like we've just really, really dropped off and made more mistakes ourselves than Villa sort of offering it. I don't think Villa have been able to handle us, but so I just need some water. Dan, I agree. We need to finish those chances. Guys, whilst you're here, guys, let's get those likes. Can we get 40 more likes to get to 250 likes before Savva's going to be back about 5-10 minutes? And just obviously, as always, guys, thank you to all the new subscribers. Can we get 8? Is there 8 of you that haven't subscribed to get us over 11,900? Come on, we've been really, really pushing to get there. Can we get there? That'd be amazing. CB, I agree. We started like a house on fire. I thought, I'm going to say this now, that first 25 minutes was some of the best football I've seen Tottenham play all season. Honestly, we were brilliant. We looked really, really good for that first 25 minutes. But I think as soon as Bentancur went off injured, you felt it started changing. We were making more and more defensive mistakes. And you just felt Villa were going to capitalise on one of them, right? But it is what it is. Listen, I hope we can get into that. I want the same energy in the first 25 minutes at the start of the second half, because I think we'll get at this Villa team and we'll get goals from them. Some was offside. Some for that, by the way. I'm sorry, you've got to do better for me on that one for him when he that bit for me frustrated me because you shouldn't be offside there. His line, he wasn't following the line very well. Doggy should have done better. Kulusevski's got to score his chance right at the beginning of the game, right? That for me was so crucial. But listen, I've been impressed. And I'll tell you what, massive criticism I give normally for Kulusevski, but him down the middle, lot better. Him playing as a 10, I think has been brilliant. Mo saying Johnson's been anonymous. A little bit. I think when he gets there, though, he has done his part. But yeah, a lot of our work has been coming out on the left-hand side. So, I don't know. Maybe we'll see. How do you see his second half going, Perchy, based on the first half? Daniela, I expect the same energy in the first half, in the second half. Has to be, right? I don't think there's no way we can. What we got here? Oh, he's back. We had the better of the half. We did, Phil. But do you know what the key bit for me, Phil? I agree. I thought that first 25 minutes, it was some of the best football I've seen us play all season. But do you know what the difference is? And Savva's back here whilst he's eating. But
sorry, I've got to eat. I've got to eat. I'm live for 6 hours straight. I've got to eat. Sorry, everybody.
No, that's fine.
And it's not McDonald's.
No, you've got jacket potato.
Sweet potato with Greek yogurt and tuna.
Oh, very, very nice. I'll ask you this before you eat and stuff. But as soon as that Bentancur comes off injured, I just felt there was a change of it where we looked unsettled. We didn't look the same. And I thought before Bentancur went off injured, I thought we were the better team by a country mile. But Villa felt like Villa were going to get back into the game, and that we were making us make more and more mistakes defensively.
Yeah, look, I think the difficulty is you're always going to have this, right? When you take a player out that is, what I've always said about Bentancur, he's that typical foreign, elegant midfielder, right? He's always got time on the ball, always available to receive the ball, loves to play the pass through. If that comes out the team and then you replace it with someone else, of course, you're going to be weaker. Look, I think it's inevitable, right? I think that was a brilliant, the first half, let's say the first 30 minutes, I thought we played some brilliant stuff.
Yeah.
You can't get away from that. Fair play to the boys. And I think, in a way, that's kind of obvious because what he's got here is you've got more of the flair players on the pitch. You've got Lo Celso on the pitch. You've got Coglou on the pitch. Brian Hill on the pitch. Brennan Johnson on the pitch. So that, for me, wasn't a surprise. What we have to remember here is Villa aren't mugs. Whether they're playing well or not, they're not mugs. They're going to have spells in the game where they have possession, where they have chances. And what we've not been good at is stopping that. You think they've got 2 goals now with 2 headers. We can't stop it. We've given them a number of chances as well through Porro giving the ball away, Brian Hill giving the ball away. But this is why, that's what I said, if we drew this game, I don't think it's the end of the world. But it's not the end of the world if we lose. But I don't know what to expect second half now. Can we keep up that intensity? Because the pressing has been phenomenal, Perchy.
Yeah, I can't, listen, whatever we say, the pressing has been absolutely brilliant. And I think the one thing I will say, I think the energy levels from these lads is much better. I will, as I said earlier, just when you come back, I think Coglou down the middle, much, much better. He gets a lot of criticism, but I tell you what, he was a lot better today. A lot of intricacies in it, and his passing's a lot better. Brian Hill, I think a lot of criticism for Brian Hill. I just think I think you have to give this guy a little benefit of the doubt. Some of you guys, I know some people don't think he's the real deal and all that lot, but we've got to base it on what we see, right? We've seen 45 minutes of a lad that doesn't play a lot of football for us and hasn't done. And I thought he's been more integral. I think he's offered a lot more than, say, Johnson has on the other side.
Right. I'm going to say something here, right, about a player. And I'm going to ask you and everybody in the chat to have this debate. Let me know what you think.
Okay.
Giovanni Lo Celso is a much better footballer than Papa Sarr. He should be in that midfield 3. There you go. I said it.
Okay, there you go, guys. Discuss it now, and I will pull up yours and we'll have a discussion. Good question. I think Lo Celso's technically a better football player. His technical ability is a lot more than
his passing's better.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. As I said, Sarr's a good young player. I just don't think he's as good as I think a lot of us think he is. I think he works really hard. What I've seen today from a passing game perspective, Lo Celso gets on the ball more and makes things happen. The difficulty you've got, I say difficulty, this is a good thing, by the way. When Basuma's back, you've then got Basuma, Bentancur, Lo Celso, Maddison, Sarr.
Yeah.
And that is why I don't think we need Højbjerg or Skip. And I'll be surprised if both of them are at the football club this time next year.
Yeah, no. I agree with you on that. I think Lo Celso, though, I thought, by the way, his goal, I just want to pin on that. What a finish, by the way. I know it takes a deflection, but great finish. So I agree to you to a certain extent. I think the one thing Sarr does offer a lot, his work rate, he works a lot harder, but you've got to base it on what you see, right? And I think Lo Celso has been brilliant today. I think he's in the bracket of one of the better players in the team today. I think he's been one of the best in the squad, in the 11.
But I don't think he's a number 10 like people think he is.
I think he's an 8.
I think he's a centre mid. I think he's better when picking the ball up deeper and looking around, seeing the vision of the pitch and picking out passes. Look, I don't know. When fit, I would have to say for me, it's Bentancur, Basuma, Maddison. I've never strayed from that. And then I think you've got Sarr and Lo Celso as your next two. But then, you know, that's what I said. I can't see any room for a Skip and for a Højbjerg. I think from Højbjerg coming on, I think you see immediately why he doesn't get in this team. Immediately. On the ball, he's not good enough. A lot of the time, when the ball goes into Højbjerg, it gets caught under his feet, like Royale. You know, when like they're not naturally good at receiving the ball. So when I was doing my coaching badges, we had a whole day's session was on receiving the ball and what to do next. And you watch Bentancur, Maddison, Lo Celso, when they receive the ball, their body position's always good. They're ready for it. They've made space. When Højbjerg, Emerson Royale, Davis, when these players get the ball, the less technical players, they kind of get it so stuck under their feet that they can't move the flow. Watch Royale. When the ball goes into him at the back, he's not ready to play the next pass. He's always got to think about it. But yeah, that's me hyping up Lo Celso.
No, I get that. I agree. I agree with the premise and where you're getting at. What I'm going to ask you a question on this. We've been asking about Brennan Johnson on the right. He's playing on the right. What did you think of him first off?
I'll be honest. First sort of 30, 35 minutes, he was the one that wasn't really getting in the game. But there were two things that I saw at the end of the half where I went, yeah. And it was Brennan Johnson was one-on-one with his fullback. Skipped past him with pace and pulled it back. And I was like, I haven't seen that all season from a Spurs winger. But early days, again, it can't be you do one thing and a half. It's got to be consistency. But again, in a game like this, it's difficult because he hasn't got much room to run into. Villa are sitting deep. You know, but listen, he's done well. He's done well enough. Let's see what goes on for the second half. But he's done well enough. Look, we played some brilliant stuff here. Should have scored more. We didn't. Now we've got to go again.
I agree. I think that's the key bit, right? Isn't it? That's the key bit. It's all about going again and getting the win. Because listen, guys, I'll say it's now. Look, people will go, "Oh, well, you predicted to lose." Blah blah blah. Listen, I did earlier before I saw it. I said a draw would be a good result. But listen, this game's open for us to win it now. If you base it on that first half, you should be winning the game. So I expect the same energy in the second half. Keep it going. What we need to be doing now is doing what we did to Aston Villa in that first 20, 25 minutes. Make them make the mistakes, right? Make them make the mistakes. They were struggling for the press. The second we relieved that press, we gave Aston Villa an opening to get back into the game.
But it's difficult to press for the whole game. The energy required for it is tough.
I agree.
I just want to quickly answer this one before the second half starts.
Sure.
Sam, for me, this is the best I've seen him play this season when he's not hugging the touchline. He is not a right winger. If he comes into the middle and floats about and picks up pockets and gets involved, fine. On the right wing, I don't personally think he's a right winger. That's just me. But listen, can we go again? Why not? But it's a lot to ask people to press for 90 minutes. But let's see. The players are back out.
It is hard to press for 90 minutes, but I'll also say it shouldn't be hard for you lot to press the like button in the chat. That should be a given.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I'll pause it when it starts. So I'm just desperately trying to eat this before the second half starts.
You shouldn't need to, right? If you haven't fast forwarded it.
Huh?
We haven't fast forwarded it from where we are, so you've just kept it running. So you should be at the same spot as me.
It reset itself.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, it's reset itself. Right, hang on. All right. Lunch done.
We're back. Listen, also what I will say, I think it's a real opportunity for Heung-min-son now to go and get a couple of goals in this second half. Go and get in behind him.
They've bought on Leon Bailey.
And
they've taken off Diaby and Cash for Bailey and Tielemans.
Yeah.
Leon Bailey's pace against our back two. Oh, this is going to be fun. Right.
I'll tell you what, that's a clever substitution from Unai Emery, because Matty Cash was a walking red card, a walking second yellow card, weren't he? Let's be honest.
Yeah. Right, I'm going to pause it as soon as the game kicks off. Big up to everyone in the chat. Hope you enjoyed the second half. Hope you've enjoyed the show so far. Right, they've just kicked off, so let me know.
Yeah, I will do.
What are yours?
Just about to, I think.
Yeah, I think this is right, Jason. Yeah, I think you can read him like a book on the right wing. Coming inside, he looks less predictable.
Are you ready? And you're going to kick the ball. Go. Good. Let's go.
Right. So, all the questions. Will we make any more subs? Can we keep the intensity? Will Villa's substitutions work? Let's see. There's a ball immediately over the top. Brian Hill's going to bring that down. Plays it down the line to a doggy. He plays it all the way home to Højbjerg. See, if you look there, if anyone knows, see what I mean. When Højbjerg got the ball to his feet there, it never looks set, ready to go to the next pass.
Yeah.
You watch.
Like he takes an extra touch all the time, it feels like.
Yeah, like he takes an extra 5 touches.
Yeah. Well done. Oh, good. That's good from the so keep the ball there. Oh,
so free kick to Spurs. Foul on Udogie. Right, come on Spurs. What you got? What have you got? People in the chat, let us know. What do you think the score's going to be now? Has your score prediction changed from what you've seen? What do you reckon? I said 3-2 Villa or a 3-3 draw. I'm going to stick with that.
I'm sticking 2-2. There's a goal apiece each team here in the second half, but I want it to be a win.
Of course, I think we all want it to be a win.
Of course we do.
Don't worry, we don't have to tell other Spurs fans, surely, that we want it to be a win. But you know what people are like? Right, Royale puts it out to Ben Davis. He puts it wide to Brian Hill. He comes home again. It's all good in these areas. It's just when we get caught high up. Look at Emerson Royal there. He's so lackadaisical on the football. Like, just so...
This is one of those weird games of football that could be 3-1 for either team. Like,
I can't call this at the moment. Listen, Villa are never a free-flowing team, but they can score goals. We've seen it.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, Steve D, bang on, mate. It is. Honestly, it's so weird. Yeah, Joe, we talked about it before the game, didn't we? Set pieces. But, hey, listen, maybe we can tighten that up this second half. It's the beauty of football. There's always a second half. So, a free kick here from Tottenham. There's Porro and Kulusevski, a right footer and a left footer over this. Looks like it's going to be the right foot of Porro, sorry.
Yeah, Porro looks like it.
Porro dinks it in, punched out by Martinez. And it's out for a corner kick. The ball punched out by Martinez to the edge of the box. The player had the shot from the edge of the box. It hit about 3 people, I think, on the way through. And it's a corner kick to Tottenham Hotspur that Pedro Porro is going to go and take. Do you know what? I think the way we played in the first half, I think we're very good to watch. I just don't know how controlled it is, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I get that.
Here's Pedro Porro. Good ball across and defended well by Ollie Watkins. And it's another corner kick to Tottenham Hotspur. Taken short into Kulusevski. Kulusevski now digs out across, and it's all the way through to Son, and a poor header over the bar. I don't think he's had a great game, Sonny, again today.
Yeah, he's been very, very sloppy in a lot of it, really.
But as I said, listen, if we can nick a win, I think it's the best win of the season. I said I want to take on a draw. I'll see how this second half settles before saying too much more. Good pressure there from Coglou, forcing the mistake from Pau Torres. Thought we were going to get a quick throw, but we slowed it down. Here's Højbjerg. Short ball into Lo Celso. Back to Højbjerg. Spurs happy to have the ball. I think Villa are happy when we have the ball here. Coglou, good position. Plays the ball through to Porro. Porro's played it into Brennan Johnson. He's crossed it all the way through to Brian Hill. Brian Hill's twisting, turning, pulled it back, and it's out for a... Is that a goal kick or a corner? It's got out for a goal kick. Yeah, so it's got out for a goal kick. Yeah, goal kick to Aston Villa. 50 minutes gone. Tottenham Hotspur 1, Aston Villa 1. So we're still trying to press. It's not as intense as the first half, which I think you would...
We have started better. We've started better, though, which is what I like.
Yeah. We started well. Second half possession, Aston Villa have had 6%. Here's Coglou into a doggy. A doggy can play the ball through, can he? He's just taken a bit too long. Into Coglou. Good footwork from Coglou. Out wide. Here's Brennan Johnson. He digs a lovely ball across, headed away by Pau Torres. Spurs can come again.
Keep it up. Now Villa on the break here.
Here's John McGinn. John McGinn pings a lovely ball all the way over to, I want to say this is Leon Bailey. Leon Bailey's going to go one-on-one with Ben Davies here. He cuts in over Lo Celso, has a dig, and he's saved. And
how's your luck?
Oh, my gosh.
How's your luck?
And
if any other day of the week, that bounces off him and rolls in.
As we said, Højbjerg there, again, really poor, lackadaisical on the ball. I'll tell you what, that's the difference. That's how quickly on the break players like Leon Bailey and Watkins can hurt you.
Yeah, agreed.
And a nice bit of luck there. Good save by Vicario onto the post, then hit the post and hit him back again. Villa's turn now to have a little bit of possession. But Leon Bailey cut him way too easy on Davis and Lo Celso there. Here's Digne. Villa trying to take the sting out of the game yet again. It's been a good game. Let's be fair. It's been a good game.
Good game of football.
It's just... These games are more fun to watch when you're a neutral.
Yeah.
Rather than having the... Oh, that's a good ball, actually. All the way over to Digne. Porro's going to go over to him. It hits Porro in the face and goes out for a corner. So here is the corner kick for Aston Villa. Their fans just starting to... I can see in the background giving it some oomph, so to speak. Corner kick looks like it's going to come in here. I think this is that Luis? Douglas Luis whips it back to the far post. One again. They're winning everything in the air. Coglou can break here, though. Coglou can break. He's got two players up with him. What have you got, Coglou? What have you got? He's played the ball in. Sonny's made the run. Back to Coglou. Oh, and it's gone all the way across the front of the goal. And Brennan Johnson just couldn't quite get his foot to it.
Oh, the football was brilliant for it, but he's so unlucky.
Oh, he just couldn't quite get it. Lovely move. Lovely move.
Brilliant ball win from Coglou, and then, the football was brilliant.
Guys, this is a crazy, crazy game of football. I think this is going to be, we're going to see more of this. I think we're going to have all the ball. They're going to counter-attack, right? That's what's going to happen. Big up to everybody inside. Just under 300 of you. You're all very, very welcome on this Sunday lunchtime, Sunday afternoon. Keep smashing that like button, and hopefully you've enjoyed the show to date. Right, here's Brennan Johnson. Lays it off to Porro. Are we still in sync?
You're a little bit ahead of me.
I feel like I've gone... Sorry, I don't know what's happened.
What's your seconds on your screen?
54:32.
Oh, you're like 10 seconds ahead of me.
Am I?
Yeah, I'm at 54. I'll tell you when I'm at 54. I'm at 54:30 now.
Oh, wow. You're miles behind. Your stream's going.
No, my stream's been fine.
Here's Sonny on the left-hand side. He does a step over and a really good tackle. I think it was Diego Carlos with a great tackle. Back to Son, though. Fires it across goal into the arms of Martinez. Been a bit wasteful today, I would say.
Yeah. Good tackle, though, that was, to be fair.
A very good tackle from Diego. I think, was it Diego Carlos?
Yeah, it looked to you. Yeah, number 3. Yeah.
See, this is some lovely football from Spurs today. We are seeing some lovely build-up play. No coincidence. You put more attackers on the pitch, you get more creativity.
Yeah. I mean, who'd have thought it?
Aston Villa living dangerously, playing it out the back here. Diego Carlos dinks it into midfield. Spurs have won it back. The ball is, in the end, won back by, I want to say that was Kamara. And Kamara very coolly does a little Cruyff turn in his own box. And Villa have played that really well, have they? God, I'll tell you what. I don't know how they've managed to wriggle out of that. John McGinn now can drive forward. John McGinn, he's got Ollie Watkins. Ollie Watkins, he's gone a little bit wide. He's tripped over himself as Ollie Watkins. He's still got the ball. I'll tell you what, we got a bit lucky again there. We've rode our luck a little bit. Out wide again. Here's Konza. Great tackle by a doggy. Great tackle by a doggy there.
Oh, it's a brilliant tackle.
Brilliant tackle. But, yeah, both teams riding their luck a little bit here with this kind of end-to-end.
It's a basketball game, isn't it?
Yeah, luckily for us there, Watkins slipped as it looked like he could have rifled one off with his left. Oh. And there's Kulu trying to beat his man and can't. They want a free kick. The referee said get up and play on.
Yeah,
McGinn plays it into Watkins. Watkins back to Douglas Luiz. Luiz spreads the play. And Aston Villa just starting to find a few gaps going forward.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I mean, we're finding plenty of gaps. Don't get me wrong. We're finding plenty of gaps. But on the break, they're looking dangerous. It's, big up, right? Big up, Rights Wildlife, my man. How are you, bro? Hope you're well. Yeah, I think Lo Celso's had a good game of football today. Good game of football today so far. Here's Aston Villa again. It looks like this is Leon Bailey. Leon Bailey's going to go one-on-one with a doggy. He's cut inside him. He's asked for a free kick. The referee has let a lot go today, to be fair to him.
Nah, I don't think that's a foul.
No, I like refs like this. I think too many fouls in football aren't fouls. Brian Hill digs the ball right to the back. It's gone all the way through to Kulu. Finds himself on the right wing. Kulu's going to cut in on his left. And he's running to the first man. He's gone back to Porro. Porro to Højbjerg. Played it through to Brennan Johnson. Brennan Johnson squared it to Son. It's a goal. And it's offside. Oh. It's offside. I don't know who was offside, but it all slowed down a lot there. Let's have a look. Oh, they're both offside. Yeah. Brennan Johnson and Son, both offside. Yeah. Yeah, both offside. I don't know about you. I might be wrong here. I think that we're going to start to tire a little bit here.
Yeah,
I think a few of the players I'm looking at just look a bit a bit leggy. I might be wrong. We're pressing. I'm not saying we're not. I just think it's a very open game now. Big up to everyone in here. Thank you for joining us this lunchtime. Hope everybody is having a roast or getting a nice meal after this or during this. So we're just coming up to the 60-minute mark. Tottenham 1, Aston Villa 1. There's a ball over the top. Vicario was there, sweep the keeper, but he's come out of his goal and they dinked it forward. Oh. The ball came out to John McGinn about 50 yards out, and he just tried to just kind of dink it back into the goal, but he didn't have the accuracy for it. He's no David Beckham, should we say.
Me.
Here's Kulusevski. Into Brian Hill. Nice back heel, but we've lost possession there in the end. Here's John McGinn. Digne. I don't know how he's still got the ball. A good footwork from Digne, actually. And out for a throw-in. I feel like we're starting to lose energy in that middle. I really think we're losing energy there.
And big up to Mark Cook, by the way. Member for 3 months. Big up Savva and Perchi. Great content as always. Keep up the great work. Thank you so much.
Right, here's Aston Villa now starting to prod and probe. There's the ball. It's through. It's 2-1. It's 2-1. Aston Villa. It was too easy. It was too easy. Too easy. Poor. Look how easy this is, mate.
You can't.
Really poor.
You can't give.
You can't do that. This guy's too good. Let's have a look. I never know with goals anymore. Let's have a look. Can we possibly get a VAR from somewhere? Watkins. Oh, it was just so easy. Look how poor Davis and Royal were for that goal.
Yeah, defense. It's not good enough.
Oh, just Watkins, Tielemans, Watkins goal, nice and simple. Luke has said that Vicario should be getting to that. I'd like to see it again. My first thought wasn't Vicario done anything wrong, if I'm honest, but
I think that's harsh on him. I think that Emerson Royale is the man that should be the one that is screaming to say
Davis and Royale should be, but
you shouldn't be letting like an Ollie Watkins get through like that. That's poor.
That's his 7th goal in 8 Premier League games, Ollie Watkins.
Yeah.
And the assists as well. I just remember who was on the show the other day when someone said, what show was I on when someone said that Ollie Watkins wouldn't get into our front three? I was like,
I can't remember who it was, but I remember it.
Yeah. Emerson Royale again, living dangerously. This guy is awful. Absolutely awful, I'm going to call it.
Oh, dear.
Well, good tackle from Celso that time. Can he set Spurs going again? Maybe that's what's needed to give us a bit more. No, a doggy, just a little bit lax there. Bailey's going to chase on to this. This is the thing. Villa can hurt you. Villa can hurt you. Shots in the match. Have you noticed Villa have now just started to creep back into it? 10-8. Another poor ball from Son. I'm going to say it. I know people won't. I don't think he's been that good today.
No, I don't either.
I think like he's been really sloppy. Really sloppy. Dennis, when you say it's not deserved, I mean, listen, they rode their luck. They defended well. And and they scored a goal. I don't know what you know.
I think you've got to look. Listen, you could in the grand scheme of it, you can say that, but you've got to remember the opportunities we had in that first half. You've got to take them. You can't. Oh, and that's a poor ball. You've got to take
us now. It's up to us now to find something, Perchy.
Agreed.
We've got to find something. But the way they ripped through our back four there was embarrassing. If I'm honest. Good ball out to Coglou. He's on the right wing. Kulu's going to take on his man, and he can't. He can't take on his man from the right wing.
Why is he now out on the? Why is he out on the right hand side right now? What's happening here? What's going on here? He was playing down the middle. Have we changed the way? We've changed the way we've set up. No,
I don't know. I'm not sure. Brennan Johnson seems very deep here. And Villa have put the ball out. Revenite, look, I think, listen, there's still time. There's still time, so don't worry, there is still time. But it is a pattern, isn't it? Fulham, we had loads of chances, didn't take them. Chelsea, we didn't take our chances. This game, I still... What are we asking for here?
Penalty on Coglou here.
Oh, that's never a penalty in a million years.
It's not, is it?
It's never a penalty in a million years. I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed that they looked at it.
Yeah.
I'm embarrassed for football that these situations are being looked at. That was embarrassing. Yeah. Oh, listen, there's still time, people. Don't lose hope. There's still time. I think one more for me kills it, but one more for us could give us the ascendancy. So let's not count our chickens too soon. I can sense that Villa are growing into this game, though. Yeah. I think Villa are realising that there's gaps all over our defence. Here's Lo Celso. Good ball. Out to Porro. Nice. See, Porro, I don't mind when Porro does his little Cruyff turns there. Just not in front of our 18-yard box.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's a time and there's a place. Højbjerg's lost the ball. Won it back. Brian Hill, nice turn. Brian Hill driving through. Pulls it back to Son. The ball's dropped back and a good save in the end. Porro from nowhere dug out a sort of half volley. Oh. And Martinez pushed it wide. Brian Hill's being direct. Listen, he's raw. Brian Hill is raw. He's not played a lot. But I think he's been all right.
By the way, that's a very good save from Martinez because it takes a deflection as well, I think.
What have we got here? Corner kick, swung in, headed over by Ben Davies. Oh, maybe should have done better there.
He's got to do a lot better there. Oh, my days. How's he missed that? Sorry, how's he missed that? He's about 2 yards. Oh, no, dear. He's get a free header with about 2 yards out, really. Like, oh.
Yeah, no, listen, I agree. Somebody said, no way this game is over. There's too many chances for both teams. I absolutely agree, mate. I can see more goals in this game. I can see more goals for sure. I think if you're Villa, I think you're hang on, they're through again here. Here's Ollie Watkins and Vicario, sweep the keeper, saved us. So I think when people are saying they don't deserve to be in front, you've got to remember they've had a disallowed goal. Vicario saved us a couple of times with good saves. Oh, what? Yeah. Villa dancing and a free kick to Villa on the edge of the box. I think they're slowly but surely starting to be our equal here. Yeah. I think they've realised. And don't worry, guys, we will have the instant match reaction show hosted by Perchy. Straight after this, we'll have the instant match reaction. But there's still 22 minutes plus injury time here. Still plenty of time, Perchy, for Spurs to get back in it, right?
Yeah, listen. There's 22 minutes plus added time left on the bit we're at the moment. yeah, definitely, we can easily get back into this game. Because we've got the quality. Like, there is quality in this team that can go and get us it. But the issue is Villa are a very, very good football inside at the moment. And big up Steve D, my guy, channel member for 4 months. Great show, lads. PS, hashtag PEH is pony.
Oh, I can't. He's not for me at all. He's never been for me. I'm so bored when people just send me WhatsApps and stats of PA. Anyway, here's an Aston Villa free kick. 69 minutes, 23 seconds gone. It looks like Digne and Douglas Luiz are standing over it. Here's Digne, left-footed. Great save. Great save. I don't know if it was going in, but Vicario flew over. Great save.
I think it's just creeping in as well. It's a very good save.
I love it. Barry's asking why that wasn't a penalty.
Oh, come on.
You've got to laugh. Honestly, man, I laugh. Right.
You know what? Oh, go on.
Sorry, it's just a corner kick to Aston Villa. Looks like the corner kick's going to be taken by Digne over there on the left-hand side. Digne's going to whip this in swinger, into the 6-yard box. Oh, geez. I tell you what, they're great. The chances now are all falling to Aston Villa. The chances are now all falling to Aston Villa. You know when I said I'd bite your hand off for a draw?
Yeah, but listen.
Right, Brian Hill off. Ollie Skip on.
I get it. It makes sense. He hasn't played a lot of football. But
all the chances are falling to them, mate. All the chances at the moment are falling to them. Hang on, can we create one of our own here? Here's Lo Celso, deep in our half. Oh, he's gone backwards. Thought we could have broken there. Good play from Lo Celso, that. And then he's given it away. And then Villa can break. Here's the worry. Villa through on goal again. Here's Leon Bailey. Leon Bailey steps over. Good defending. It's fallen back to them on the edge of the area. Can we get rid of it? Oh, we've defended well in the end. All the chances now, though. All the chances going to Villa. Here's Tielemans out wide to Leon Bailey's made a real difference in this game. He really has stretched them on that right. Apparently, Diaby went off injured. Apparently, he's got a knock, which is why Diaby went off. I just feel, I mean, I said 10 minutes ago, I didn't want to be negative about it, but I just felt the intensity's gone now. You can't do that intensity for 90 minutes. It just doesn't. Players, it's a lot to ask. Here's Villa again on the right-hand side. Leon Bailey again. Leon Bailey's enjoying himself out there at the moment. And Villa, again, I've said it a few times today, Perchie, taking the sting out of the game. And they are finding gaps. We're now the team breaking. Here's Sonny on the left-hand side. He's got no one with him. Kulu's trying to get this. So is Brennan Johnson. He's laid it off. Brennan Johnson through. Saved by Martinez. That was very nearly 2 on. Kulu's trying to bring it back. Højbjerg has a shot from 20 yards. Pushed wide by Martinez. What a good game of football this is. End-to-end stuff. Chances galore everywhere.
Who would be your next change?
Why not let one of the young? Why not let young Jamie Donnelly come on and express himself?
Yeah, I agree.
Corner kick from Pedro Porro, really poor that one, and Villa can go again. That's an awful corner that has set Villa up for the counter attack. Is that Leon Bailey dancing? Jesus, that was lovely footwork, whoever that was.
Yeah, Leon Bailey.
Wow. Right, here's John McGinn. John McGinn sweeps it wide over to Konza. This is a good game. But Villa are finding gaps without trying, really, now. They are finding the gaps. Here's a ball played down the line to Digne. Digne has pulled it back to the edge of the box to Ollie Watkins. Ollie Watkins, thank God, had bad control there. And now Spurs can go down the other end. Jesus, can you imagine being a full-time commentator? Kulu is still driving. Keep going, keep going, keep going.
Go on.
Keep going. And a tame shot in the end, but much better from Kulu, driving through. But I think Bailey, the sub of Bailey, has changed a lot of this game.
Yeah.
I would say that if this game at the moment was to end a draw, I don't think anyone could complain.
I agree. I think a draw at the moment would be a fair representation of this game.
I think we've tailed off massively since that first half an hour. We're getting chances, but just not at the regularity of before. And Martinez has made some good saves. Vicario's made some good saves. I mean, let's be honest. This is a great game for football fans. This is a really good game for football fans.
Yeah.
Goals for Spurs, goals for and against, home in the Premier League season. 10 goals in the first to 72nd minute. 8 goals in the 73rd to 90th for Tottenham.
Okay. I mean, it's a...
Read whatever you want into that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm assuming they're saying that we scored 8 out of 18 goals in the last phase.
Yeah.
Right.
Like it's a stat geek's dream football nowadays.
Just absolutely means nothing.
I tell you what, Bill, I do agree with you, Bill. I do massively agree with Bill. The rock and roll stuff does only work for X amount of time per game. Yeah, exactly. Doing it for 90 minutes is tough. It's really, really tough. Here's Kulusevski up against Digne. And Digne gets back at him and Villa can clear it. And they're trying, and the ball was landed back to the halfway line to Ben Davies and Spurs can come again. The more you watch this game, the more you can see the game plan from Aston Villa here.
Yeah.
What have we got?
I agree with you. And big up to Michael Eddy with a super chat. Really impressed with Johnson. Yeah, listen, I like him. He's raw is the right word. He does a lot. I think his end product is the only question bit for me. I just want to see a little bit more on his end product. But thank you so much for the super chat. Much love to you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, Michael. We really do appreciate it, my friend. And if anyone else would like to smash that like button or subscribe, it's there for you to do. And we hope you've enjoyed today's show. There's a ball down the line. Ollie Skip can't get to it. And it's a goal kick to Aston Villa. Yeah. Would you be looking to get some more fresh legs on? I think I would.
Yeah. Listen, do you know what? Like, who have we got like on the bench again? Like, you've got the likes of Donnelly, Valise. Do you know what? I would bring off a couple of players and put those lads on and get them on at the same time and go, do you know what? Give it a go, lad. We're losing the game. You can't, like, do you know what I mean? It can't go wrong now. Why not?
Lots of people in the chat are asking for Son to come off. What do you think?
I think Son's had a really, really mediocre game. I think. And do you know what? The one thing he can't... There's no excuses in a sense on this one. You know, whereas... there was a bit of an excuse where there was no options for him at Wolves. He was basically sold short.
Yeah.
He's had a load of opportunities
very creative today. Yeah.
We've been very creative today, so you can't blame that one on him. I think the goal that he scored that was disallowed, for me, that for a seasoned professional to be that far offside, breaking the line wasn't good enough.
But... I'll play devil's advocate here. Do you take off your top goal scorer when searching for a goal? There's a question I'll ask everybody in the chat.
No,
do Man City sub Erling Haaland if they're 1-0 down or 2-1 down with 15 to go?
No,
I don't know.
I get your point. But that's what the manager makes his money on. And Steve, do you know what? I disagree with you, mate, on this one. I think the referee's been brilliant today. I don't think the rest... I think he's let a lot go. We've actually been able to see a bit of free flow, and they've allowed us to play. I think to say that
who said the rest been bad?
Steve 24. Let me find out.
I don't think he's been bad at all, the ref, to be honest. Here's Aston Villa, though, by the way, Perchy. Ollie Watkins driving down the line. He's gone inside to John McGinn. Here to Tielemans. Tielemans, they're finding spaces way too easily. Kamara on the edge of the box. He goes to Leon Bailey. He's one-on-one with Udogie. Plays it back to Tielemans. Villa look like they're just comfortable now to really
we look knackered. We look knackered You can look. You can
Oh,
tell
we do look tired. Yeah, we look very tired. That's the thing. We can call it Ange ball, we can call it pressing, whatever you want to call it. You can't do it for 90 minutes, and that's why when you're on top, you've got to hang on. They're in it. Here's Leon Bailey. Oh, sorry, Ollie Watkins. He's got past Royale. It's laid back to Bailey. He's had a shot. It's hit Skip, and Spurs can counter-attack. But Brennan Johnson, this is mental, this game. This is crazy. Brennan Johnson now on the left. I don't like that we've put him back to the left, but he's going to go one-on-one, drag to the... Oh, it's a poor cross to nobody. I think we've got worse since we've gone Kulu right, Brennan left.
Yeah,
I don't know why he's gone back to that.
Well, I think it's because he brought Hill off and brought on Skip. So but you're right. Just it was working. I thought him down with Kulu down the middle and Johnson on the right. But
I'll be honest. I'm going to say it. I know not a lot of people do. I think Postecoglou's made an error there. I thought that it would look much better when Kulu wasn't wide and when Brennan Johnson was right. And since they've swapped, you can see just from that play there, Brennan Johnson's not a left winger. You can see.
Yeah, exactly. He looks knackered though, Johnson. He would be one of them that I'd bring off for now. I'd bring him off and put Donnelly down the middle or Valise down the middle, and put Sundown on the left. I think he looks exhausted.
Here's Villa again. They've played the ball through Leon Bailey, and to be fair, Dogi got back at him and towed it back to Vicario. We're starting to give the ball away a lot now. Look, Doggy's given the ball away there. Villa attacking us again. Inside, Kamara's had a shot. Another save from Vicario. We're starting to... Oh! Jesus. I thought it had gone in. I thought it had gone in.
Have they not scored?
I'll tell you what, guys. I think we're starting to see here that we need a plan B. They've slowly but surely changed the tide. They're having big chances as well, Perchy.
Yeah.
They're having big chances. These aren't half chances.
Oh.
Aaron, I don't think he's a terrible footballer. I think the difficulty is we've signed a quick direct right winger, and we're playing him on the left. And we've given the ball away again. Oh, wow.
Yeah, for me, I think it's harsh judging him out on the left-hand side. He's not a natural left winger.
I thought he was...
you can tell.
And it's a corner to Spurs. I'll tell you what, as much as I want to say, I love this style of football and love this attacking, you've got to tighten it up in midfield at the back. You've got to. You can't just go gung-ho.
I think the key word is we need plan B. Like, we don't... And the problem not having plan B is these players look KO'd with what? It's going to be about 10 minutes plus added time.
Corner kicks coming... sorry. Yeah, sorry, mate.
No, I was just saying, like, it's going to be... We need... The problem is now we've got basically about 20 minutes left of football, realistically, because we know what added time's like at the end of it. So the problem is you're 2-1 down. Your players look absolutely exhausted. But for me, don't gamble now. Look, we're 2-1 down. I don't know.
Do you know the thing for me? What I would say about this, listen, I think, look, we've played some absolutely breathtaking football today. I don't think we can doubt that. Yeah. And even if I'm not saying we can't draw the game or we can't snatch a win. We don't know. There's still time to go. But what we are seeing now is Villa rode out the first 30 minutes. And since then, now look like they can pick and choose when they're going to attack. And for me, this has been a story of two halves. I think they dominated the first. Sorry, we dominated the first. I think the second, they've had the bigger chances.
Yeah.
I do think that we've got worse since he's reverted back to Kulu right, Johnson left. I think we've got worse. I don't know why he's done it. But having said that, Kulu's got some space on the right here. Whip it in with your right. No, he's pulled it back onto his left and comes all the way home to Skip. Whip it in. Whip it in with your right. He's gone down the line to Skip. Skip with an awful... I don't know what that was. But Brennan Johnson can retrieve it. as I said before, this is nothing about Brennan Johnson. I just really wish that 47 million had been spent on like a Santiago Jimenez or someone like a proper goal scorer. But there's 6 minutes plus injury time to go. There's still time to grab an equaliser. Come on, Spurs. We've got this. We can do this. Just got to be careful on the break. We're doing this very well.
Come on, Kulu.
We've hit the post. It's two. It's offside. Oh. Is it 2-0? It's offside. It's offside. It's offside.
Oh, for God's sake, man.
It's offside. I'm guessing it was Sonny from the first shot. Yeah, here's Valise. Valise is warming up. Let's have a look. Who was offside? So Kulu pulled it back.
I think Son's offside for the shot, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, he is, yeah.
They all just stood there. None of them moved with play. But
that's poor from Son. Again, that's two of them from Son, to be fair. Like,
and Lo Celso has come off and Valise is in. I love it when people keep doing this. Don't you guys wait and see if it's a goal before you start? I could see immediately the flag went up. You guys are funny.
So what, we've gone, 4-4-2? I don't know.
I don't know. I've given up on the formation, mate. Given up on the formation. Emerson Royale, he just scares I'm so sorry. He just scares the bejesus out of me every time he gets the ball.
Yep.
2-1. Still in it. Still in it, guys. Still in it. Is there an equaliser here for Spurs?
The problem is now we can't
make... I know, Ryan. I know. Everyone gets excited.
I don't think we can make another sub now, which is even more frustrating. Because you can only do it in 3 sub spots. So we've now committed to our subs now.
Hang on. They're in behind here, Villa. Here's Digne. Digne whips the ball in. It's gone all the way across. And to be fair, Ben Davies clearing it. And Aston Villa can breathe a sigh of relief. Our counter-attack came to nothing. Yeah, it's almost like the 2 phases of Spurs, isn't it? It's the first 30 minutes when everyone's... You know, like in the football games, I don't play them, but like FIFA, where your players had an energy bar.
Yeah,
it's almost like all our players now, Football Manager, you know, it's said like the
high
players
press.
bar.
It is high press.
No, but the players' energy bar goes to like red, and you're like, oh my God, I need to sub them off. Do you know what I mean? Like,
but ours are knackered after half an hour, and then it's like, okay, now we've got to try and just scrape over. That's the thing, right? It's all about adaptation. The problem is what people we need to realise is we've got players that are still learning this system. I think we have to remember that. They're still learning this system.
But the thing is, I don't think it's about learning the system in this game, Virgie. For me, this is about running out of energy.
Yeah. No, but my point isn't about getting to fitness levels. Like, you need to this is very similar to what happened under Jurgen Klopp early in his time at Liverpool. Where the players had to adapt to it, to the energy levels. And wait, oh, okay, yeah. So, he's kept it in.
Hang on, they're in it. Oh, hang on. It's 4 versus 4 in a break. They're going to play in Leon Bailey. Leon Bailey one-on-one with Udogie. He's beaten him. He's pulled it back. He's beaten him again. No, he hasn't. Tielemans lays it off to Douglas Luiz. Luiz dinks it forward over to Leon Bailey. And the offside flag is up, and we've got away with another one there. I'll tell you what, if I didn't support Spurs or Villa, what a game for the neutral.
Yeah.
What a great game of football. No composure from either team. Let's be brutally honest. There's no composure in midfield from either team to put their foot on the ball and control it. It's end to end.
Yeah.
That's put it on a t-shirt, Arsenal de Group. Put it on a t-shirt. Still in it, guys. 2023, Savva. Yeah, Chubby, I've said this all season. I think many of us have. Again, it's another game where we're struggling to score goals. We struggled against Wolves. We struggled against Luton. We struggled against Palace. We're struggling to score goals here. But there are still minutes to go. We've got 1 minute plus injury time. Here's Kulu. Kulu's dancing, and he's being clipped on the edge of the box, and it's a free kick to Tottenham Hotspur. 89 minutes gone. There is 1 minute of normal time plus added on. Oh, I hope you. Anyway, everybody, I hope you've enjoyed this. I've hopefully we can grab a goal, but other than that, I've thoroughly enjoyed the game, and
What I will say, guys, come on, we're 37 likes away from 300. Can we do that?
Oh yeah, come on.
Come on, guys. 37. Smash the like button. Come on, we get to 300 before the end of the show.
Absolutely. Right, so here's Pedro Porro. It's about 15 yards to the centre, and it's gone all the way through and gone out for a goal kick to Aston Villa. There are 6 minutes for Spurs to rescue this game. 6 minutes, and Aston Villa are bringing on a striker. Aston Villa are bringing on Duran here. And I'm not going to jinx him at the moment. As it stands, Aston Villa leapfrog Tottenham into the Champions League places. They're also bringing on, a player I like, Jacob Ramsey.
I like him.
Very good player, Jacob Ramsey.
Ollie Watkins is coming off with John McGinn.
So John McGinn is just giving the armbands to Emi Martinez. I think the refs had a very good game, if I'm brutally honest.
Yeah.
I think it's one of those games where, to be fair, I don't think any of the decisions have been wrong.
No, he's allowed the game to play, right? That's what's good about it. He's allowed the game to play.
Well, all the goals that were offside for both teams.
Yeah.
I think he's got the bigger decisions right. I think he's done well, this ref.
Yeah.
But here's Aston Villa. Spurs have cleared it now, but Villa can come forward again. Here's Duran. Lays it off to Jacob Ramsey. The two subs immediately involved. Jacob Ramsey pulls. Is this Jacob Ramsey?
Yeah.
I think that was him. He's just run it out of play. Goals after 90 minutes. Tottenham have scored 3 and conceded 6 this season. We conceded 6?
Yeah, 3 of them were against Chelsea. 2 of them were against Chelsea.
Yeah. One against Wolves. Yeah.
One against Wolves.
Yeah.
No, both were against Wolves, weren't they?
2 v Wolves, 3 v Chelsea.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't 3 v Chelsea. It was 2 Chelsea, 2 Wolves. I'll figure out the rest in a minute.
Yeah. Oh, Palace.
We conceded a late one.
So there are 92 minutes gone. There are 4 minutes for Spurs to salvage this game. It's been a great game. Just unfortunately, we're on the wrong side of the scoreline at the moment. It's been a good game. I think if you had asked a lot of people at the start, that honestly, I think they wouldn't have gone too far wrong with 2-2, 2-1 Villa. I think what's going to be harder for people to take is just how many chances we wasted.
Yeah.
It's a free kick to Spurs. Pau Torres with a foul on Valise. Can Spurs pull this back? Paul, we'll talk about this in the match reaction show because I think everyone's going to be talking about Man City. I'm watching how Villa cut through our back four here, and I can only think what Haaland and co will do. There's still 3 minutes here. Porro whips in a free kick. It's headed high and wide by Diego Carlos. Brennan Johnson can bring it down on the left-hand side. Brennan Johnson tries to beat his man, can't. They're both falling over each other. And the free kick's gone to Spurs. Tielemans is really, really annoyed. I feel like Brennan Johnson has been completely ineffective since he's been moved to that left.
I think him and Kulu on the right, I think it feels like we're back to sort of what we've been complaining about and questioning. Like, I thought first off, I thought they were brilliant. I thought Kulu down the middle, I thought worked. I thought Johnson on the right he didn't have a lot on, but he had spells of good football. I just get frustrated when I get frustrated when then he's reverted back to this, and I'll be honest, it hasn't really worked. I think, yeah.
Free kick comes in, headed away. Is that going to go for a corner? It's gone for a corner. Another corner to Tottenham Hotspur. So Spurs have got less than 2 minutes to find an equaliser. It's headed in. Oh, wide of the post. Wide of the post. Sonny's asking for a corner. Oh, I thought that might have just been creeping in, Perchie. The corner was whipped in. Royale flicked it on, but it just had a bit too much whiz. Whiz? Bit too much whiz?
Don't know. Whiz.
Here's another corner. I don't know what that was. Here's a corner from Kulu on the left. Floats into the middle, and Martinez comes and gathers it. There's going to be 1 minute left to play. Martinez is going down, hurt, holding his back. Cons are saying probably stay down, mate. Stay down. I mean, this was my original thought before the team news. I thought it would be 3-2 Villa, but we can't take our chances.
Yeah.
You've got to take your chances. Big up, Steve. Hope you're well. Steve, do you want to join us for our instant match reaction show?
I'll pop the link in.
Yeah, more than welcome to, mate. Here's Villa with Duran, Tielemans. Tielemans has gone all the way home to Emi Martinez, who can launch it long. Spurs have less than 30 seconds here. Davis is going to head this wide, but Villa have got the ball. They've played it over the top. It's hit the ref. The ref's going to pull the game back because the ball hit him. He's giving it back to Aston Villa. And Aston Villa now have got 10 seconds plus whatever he plays over that. They dink the ball high down the line. Leon Bailey's going to chase this, but not with any real vigour. Leon Bailey's holding the ball up. He's holding it up. The doggy got the tackle in. It's a throw into Aston Villa. And the Aston Villa fans can feel it. They can taste it.
Yeah,
And this was the worry all along. The back four. It wasn't about going forward. Well, it was because we didn't score enough, but the worry was always how bad we are at the back. And there's a shot dragged wide from Aston Villa. We're deep into the 97th minute here. The game is still going. Here's Duran just absolutely being poleaxed by Pedro Porro. Really, really, just a lack of intelligence. Porro, for me, is appalling defensively. I'm going to say it.
Yeah.
Appalling defensively. The game is over. Aston Villa have come to Tottenham and won 2-1. I would say a game of two halves. I thought the first half was excellent, limited them to just 2 or 3 chances. I think the second half, it just got away from us. And they created and created and created. But
yeah.
What do you think, mate?
No, it's that frustration, right? Because I think, as you sort of made a good point, that first half we were, as I said, that first half an hour, I thought we were absolutely sensational. But again, it feels like the same thing every time. You go, oh, we've been great, but we don't score enough goals in those chances. When we're on the ascendancy, we don't score the chances. It's a bit. It's just frustrating because I thought there could big respects to the lads. I thought Gil had a good game. I thought the Celso had a good game, but we tired very, very quickly. And as soon as the tired legs came in, worry for me.
Yeah. I think, again, as I said, look, the style of play we play, this isn't just now. This is going to be always. Playing that way for 90 minutes is tough. Playing that way for 90 minutes is very, very tough. You're going to lose energy. And I think we started to see that. Would you say on about the hour mark, just started to see the players not closing down as much, and Villa then realised, hang on, we've got space here to break the lines. And I thought the second half they were much better at finding those gaps in our lines. I really do think that. Terence keeps saying we lost. Terence, I know, mate. I've just watched the game. Mate. Louis K. Listen, what we're going to do, we are going to end this show. We have got the instant match reaction. Perchy, have you sent the redirect?
The redirect is all set up for it, guys.
Perfect.
Before we do go over there, guys, before you do, smash the like on here. Do not go anywhere. We're going to stay right here for the instant match reaction. About 23 likes away from 300. Come on, do that on your way out. And we'll be over there in about 5 minutes, and we'll be live for the instant match reaction, guys. Thank you so much. Listen, we may have lost, but I thoroughly enjoyed a lot of that. That was really good fun.
I thoroughly enjoyed it, but you know, it was tough to take in the end. I think Villa worked us out. But listen, we are going to go over to the match reaction show. We'll see you there in just a couple of minutes. Big up. Thank you to everyone. Hope you thoroughly enjoyed the show, if not the scoreline. Much love, and we'll see you very, very soon. Bye-bye.
See you guys.
Oh, there.